Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead. Whispers in the air.
Give me like this one. Yeah. Get me pumped up. Welcome, chat room. Hang on, I'm opening a bag of snacks. I thought today was a day off. Okay, let me tell you, it is. However, there are two things that we're doing today, okay? One of which is this, which you guys are going to be hyped for, and the other you guys are not necessarily going to be hyped for. We have a sponsor segment that I have to do today because it's the last day of the month. Raid Shadow Legends, it's, you know, pretty similar. Dude, I forgot that when I did a raid sponsorship, it took them forever to pay me. That's like some ancient lore that even I forgot until you just said that. It did take Raid like 9 months to pay me after doing a sponsored stream for them. That was fucked up. They did pay a lot though. Especially for the number of viewers that I had at the time. Yeah, I had to get today's sponsor out of the way today so that we could start Applebee's April tomorrow. I have like 5 different Raid Shadow Legends accounts because I wanted to support so many of my friends' streamers. Damn! Chad, I got a packet of extra toasty Cheez-Its from the gas station. They weren't lying. These bitches do be extra toasty. Oh, by the way, Cheez-Its so underrated. Dude, I love Cheez-Its, bro. Cheese Nips could never. I don't fuck with Cheese Nips. I'm all in on Cheez-Its. Actually an underrated snack because they're like crunchy, they're craveable, and like they're just like little cheese flavored crackers. So like in the world of snacks, they're not like as bad for you as other snacks are. Ugh. Anyway. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, everybody. I can finally see them. Yo, Chad, I was knocked out all day yesterday. Did you guys do book club? Book club did happen. Nobody ended up showing up. So we all collectively agreed that we're just gonna move on to the next book. Instead of trying for the third time to meet for Dracula. Listen, Dracula laid a curse upon our book club, alright? That's what I'll say. By the way, if you want to join the book club, there's a react roll in the Discord. React rolls should work now, by the way. Oh shit, Bobber's calling. Hello.
Good afternoon, science friends.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello. Hello, chatters.
What up?
All is well and all is good, and I hope it's the same for you.
Yeah, things are going good.
Hell yeah.
I did not
Guys,
realize
we're
I had
back.
streamer mode turned off, so my chat got jump scared by the ringtone.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Oh, the Discord call sound jump
Oh.
scared to my chat.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up!
All right, I'm gonna get things set up. Here you go. Let me share my screen for you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get this all in the
Oh,
place.
oops. Let me increase the quality. It's only 720. Where is it? Quality 1080p.
It's like a
There we
good,
go.
like, game OST to have in the background. I'm kind of thinking like Mario Golf Toadstool Tour OST.
Dude, the song that's right now playing on my stream is Mario Party music. So you got real close. Toadstool Tour, that's a good one too.
Dude, I never owned Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, but I played it a bunch at a McDonald's demo kiosk in my town.
Classic. That's how I got my GameCube. I played a shit ton of Mario Sunshine and I was just like, I need to play the rest of this game. Please, parents, please.
Please. Okay,
Chat, how's my audio?
only one of us between me and Bobber is a Nintendo guy.
Yes, very clearly.
Yeah.
It's not even a debate.
Where's my PNG tuba? Here we go.
Okay. Chat, if any one of our voices is too loud or too low or any of that shit, just let us know. Okay, let's also combine forces.
Oh, yep.
How do I do that again? Let's see.
Hang on, I can get you. I can send you the thing.
Yes, send me notification.
All right. Let me go to my dashboard.
Oh, I see it. Knock. I can knock on your door.
Yeah, go ahead.
Knock, knock.
Oh, yep. Bobber wants to stream together. Accept. Boom. And then I go turn that audio off.
And then start sharing chat.
Yes. Start sharing chat. Okay. The chats should be merged. Nice.
Everyone from my chat, say hi to Zephyr's chat.
Everyone from my chat, say hi, Bobber chat. Okay, I got it set up good this time. I got both the PNG tubers on the right side so that you can see the tiers.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just saw the tier name log off, dude.
Yeah. I had to recontextualize them, and I think I did it well.
Yeah, I like that Cringe But Free is still here.
Cringe But Free was a classic.
A
We gotta
lot
keep
of
that one.
guys fall into the category of Cringe But Free.
Yeah, yeah. So, chat, I guess I'll give you guys the rundown of what's happening. So, for those of you that missed the first Guy tier list, essentially what this is we're doing a tier list maker, except instead of like having tiers like S, A, B, all the way down to F, instead of it just being like best at the top and worst at the bottom, it's more like we are taking a community of people, we're taking a swath of individuals, and we're saying how critical they are to the foundation of the environment, of the community. And in this case, we're taking like online types of guys, and
Like-
online, it means kind of like the how you engage online, I guess, is the best way I could
it's
put
like
it.
you ever seen that like account make up a guy where they're just like they like quote retweet people and they're like a guy who thinks that this is some kind of way.
Yes. Types of guys.
Yeah.
And once we get started, those of you that haven't seen this will see what it is, but there will be heated discussion and argumentation, and we will fight for what we think is right.
I was like, you had guys ready to go for this category, man.
I have a lot of types of archetypes of these people. I just know them.
I've also just been on like a social media purge recently since I deleted Twitter from my phone. So I had to like
That's
recall
immense.
in my memory types of
That's
guys.
actually huge. Yeah, I had the luck of just like, oh, let me just log on to Twitter and remind myself the fucking people that are on
Yeah,
here.
scroll the For You page for a bit and see like this fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
LinkedIn
I hope-
influencer on here. That's a good one.
LinkedIn guy. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'll just use that moment to tell a quick LinkedIn story, and hopefully that'll make up
Okay.
for it. And by story, I mean just a tiny thing. Me and my friends all have a giant LinkedIn group chat that's like 20 of us. And the only thing we ever post in there is the automatic AI generated replies to each other. So the entire chat, I'm opening it up. I'm gonna read it to you. Let's see here.
So it's just
Messages.
20 guys who are exercising dead internet theory on each other.
Yes. So here, I'll read you some of the chat. And this chat's gone back for years, by the way. This is a year-long group chat. Take care. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Bye. Please keep in touch. I'm looking forward to it. Will do. Thanks again. Same here. No problem. What did you do? Good luck. Where are we working now? Not working. Okay. Yeah. Goodbye. Sorry. That's okay. That's okay. It's just for years.
Just the autofill LinkedIn replies.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really.
just that. Yeah. So there you go. There's the LinkedIn. There. I even just accepted to join someone's network I've never seen or heard of in my entire fucking life.
Holy.
All right, chat. Should we get into this? Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm freaking ready. Let's do this. All right. First type of guy. Let's see if it will
let's-
spawn heated
let's set a
debate or just be
baseline. See what we're working with.
immediately. Boom. OC only artist. Before I give my opinion, Sai, I want to hear your thoughts. If you even have any of like strong thoughts.
I mean, you know, draw what you want to draw, I suppose. It is a little cringe, I will say. I don't know why. I think because some people's OCs are cringe.
There are those, yes.
But also some people's OCs are fucking cool. Like sometimes I see somebody's OC and I'm like, damn, that OC kind of fucking kicks ass.
Okay, your placement seems to be somewhere around there.
I'm gonna say true neutral on this one.
Okay, I am now, you know what? I'm happy this is the first one. I am going to fight you fiercely.
Okay.
So, this person, in my opinion, is a cornerstone socialite.
A cornerstone?
Yes, all the way at the top. Let me explain. Perhaps Chansey and other people in chat that are artists can explain. Anytime you speak with any artist period, regardless of if they have 100 followers or 100,000 followers, regardless if they draw safe for work, not safe for work, regardless if they draw whatever, if you ask any artist on the internet period what their thoughts are on people that only draw OC, every single one of them says they belong on the highest echelon of respect. Anyone, if you ask any of them, they are people that have survived the insanely difficult climb all the way to the top of the mountain. People are like, if you're an OC only artist and you have hundreds of thousands of followers, you have done the insurmountable. You have conquered a obstacle that we can only wish to conquer as fan artists or as other types of artists.
They're just in it for the love of the game.
They are in it for the love of the game. They are not using any shortcuts. They are not going to draw whatever the bandwagon fan art, whatever thing is of the month. They're not going to, oh, hey, new Hex Maniac.
Well, they are going to
Maniac
draw the,
came out.
like,
I'm not
draw
gonna
your
them.
OC like this template.
They will do the draw your OC like this template, but they won't do the I'm going to stay awake at 6 a.m. for the Pokemon live stream to make sure I draw whatever the MILF is first so I get the most attention. They're the opposite of that. So that's what I'm arguing. Chat, does anyone have anything to contemplate here?
Yeah, but it's at the same time it can be cringe because it's like, here's like my fan art of my OC and Cloud Strife making out 10 times a day.
And where would we be without that as a society? Hello? That's the most critically
I'm just saying that these
important
people
thing.
are so in their lane that I don't think they're like a cornerstone of society.
But they're unspoken though. They're the people that like when you buy your iPhone, you don't think about the children that are working in the mines for lithium, but you need it. It's a cornerstone. It's critical. Can't wait to see where bananas rank. What the hell is that?
Tell you what, I'll meet you in the middle. Handshake emoji.
Handshake emoji glue?
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Handshake emoji on glue. They're important. They are too important for this.
See, artists are the lithium miners.
Mods, you gotta pin that one. You gotta. They're required for balance. Precisely.
Yeah, the game balance would fall apart if they were removed.
It's too important. Okay, next up. VC Hachiko.
I saw this one on your list, and it made me laugh for like 5 straight minutes.
Chat, can you guys infer what this is?
Yeah, can anyone
before-
infer what this means before we describe it?
Sai thinks I've named it very aptly.
They're always there, always waiting. Yep. Yeah. So Hachiko, for those who don't know, is that story of like the dog in Japan that like waited in the same spot for like 20 years for its owner to come back, and like became like a like adopted by the community. Basically, they were just always waiting in the same spot. And some people are that. There's always one, and I think this is a noble pursuit. I think that
Yes.
when you are the one person who joins the VC first, you can create the domino effect of people joining the VC.
Oh yeah, this is a brave type of individual.
There would be no group nights in the VC if nobody took the honor upon themselves to join first.
Yes. And sometimes they might sit there alone for a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
I think this is a cornerstone in my eyes.
This is cornerstone.
Literally, I have so many discords that are full of people and like would chill in the VC because they're not doing anything, but nobody's joining first. They're heroes.
You know what? They are heroes. I agree. That's why it's the VC Hachiko. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know if everyone else in the group chat is actually busy and outside or whatever. And you don't feel like checking. You just feel like going in there and just seeing if anyone shows up.
I feel like all the VC Hachikos I know have super early bedtimes. Well, that's just because their work is done. Their watch, by the time you've entered the VC, their watch has ended.
Yeah, you're there. A couple of others are there. Our job is done. You're
yeah,
right.
exactly. It's like the people carrying Spider-Man in the fucking train. Careful, he's a hero.
Yeah, they're taking him off the bed.
Yeah.
Off frame.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. I'm surprised we've started with 2 like pillars of the community just like that, back to back. That's crazy.
Yep.
Don't worry, chat. There will be evil. Evil will arrive soon, as it does. All right, next. 2025 on Tumblr.
Oh.
2025 on Tumblr.
Log off.
Chancy,
Dude.
why you sweating, huh?
Log off, dude.
Log off, dude. But here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna see if I
Listen,
can play a
I
little
say
bit of
this
devil's-
as somebody who had a Tumblr account up to 2015.
Damn.
Log off, bro.
But here's the thing, right? Like, I need some help from people in chat. Tumblr banned NSFW like what, like 8 years ago or something
Yeah,
like that?
they got bought by Yahoo, and then they banned
Exactly.
NSFW.
So is it a better place for that, or is it worse?
It's worse.
How has it changed? I think it's worse, probably.
Yeah, they also unbanned NSFW, but people don't care.
Oh, it's
Anymore.
unbanned. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but everybody had moved on, and so that only the like cesspit of like people who were like clutching to Tumblr with like their claws remained.
It's rough because some of the most iconic like posts ever are from there.
Yeah, but all the most iconic posts are from over 10 years ago.
You're right. What are you doing on there, bro? What are you doing on there?
It's. Have you ever seen the image of like the guy and he's like he has the backpack and it's like on by a string and it's like give it up,
Yeah.
bro, it's over.
Give up, bro.
Yeah.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. It
Yeah,
goes
that's-
here.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know. This was too quick. Chat, is everyone in agreement? Is there no one that's strong enough to say something for us to consider? Because we're both like,
Well, I don't think it's delete your account here. I think it's
No,
just
no.
like it's just like what are you doing, bro? Tumblr
I know
2025.
people that still post art there, but it's sunk cost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean at least like I don't know. Like, get a blue sky or something.
Get something infinitely more respectable like
Yeah.
a blue sky. Okay, excellent. We're all in agreement. The retweetler.
Ooh,
Please explain.
this is one of mine. Hang on, I need to actually get up the spreadsheet so I can remember what I wrote for these.
I'm excited. I haven't read
I'm
these
a
yet,
little
so
I'm a little
really
bit of the
excited to read them.
retweetler. I'll be so real.
Okay.
This is somebody who this is before I deleted Twitter. I feel like I was the retweetler. Doesn't tweet anymore. However, they will retweet at least 2 posts per hour to remind people that they still use the app.
Yeah. This is
Like,
also seemingly
There are so many people who I only see through the context of the little thing on top of posts that say this person retweeted this.
or they liked your retweet.
Yeah, or they liked your retweet. Yeah.
When it comes to artists who do that, it's sad to see.
Yeah.
But also, like, no. But if the artist is retweeting other artists, that's base.
Oh, don't worry. I have one on here that's like.
We'll get to it. Excellent.
Yeah, I've
Perfect.
got one here for the artists.
I think the retweetler, I'll say what I rank them as. The retweetler, a lot of the time, happens to be like a content creator because they don't want to like be dead. The content creators, part of their job is to remind everyone, hey, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
alive.
I exist. I'm here. Come see me.
Come see me, I'm alive, don't forget about me, don't forget about me. So the retweetlers, a lot of the time, have like some kind of content to offer, so they don't want to fade out. So they're kind of half doing it because, you know, sometimes they do retweet some good ass shit, but also it's like they're struggling to make their own content due to whatever time constraint or anything, so they just retweet. So to me, it's like it's too neutral to me, in my opinion. It's like they're not harming anyone. Half the time they retweet actual good shit. They're not cringe. They're just like Jingles keys, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think the retweetler is like a connoisseur of like the best tweets. It's just like they'll just always be reposting shit.
If they are connoisseur of tweets, then they go up a rank, I
Yeah.
think. But as a person that's just like, all right, here's my thoughts, retweet 2 hours.
Yeah. I
Sometimes
agree
quote
with you.
retweets, you know, with like a random sentence.
I have to turn off retweets from these people. Yeah.
Anytime I follow someone on Twitter, by the way, 98% chance the moment I click follow, I also click turn off retweets.
Dude,
That's what I do.
I wish I could do that, but it's too late. I follow too many people now.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, you're gonna have to go down.
Yeah.
Glue, because they help smaller artists be found. I think Sci-Fi has another thing
I
for
think
that
that's
one.
yeah. I think if they're like a connoisseur of a certain genre or something, they go up a rank. But I think this is just like somebody who's just passively retweeting whatever they see to like
Yeah.
remind people that they're still active on Twitter. Yeah, they're not a curator. They're just the reposter.
They're not like a Steam curator.
Yeah.
Shit, we needed that. Did you have one?
Oh, dude,
Dude.
Steam curator would be a great one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
so
agree
good.
with True Neutral. Yeah.
True neutral. True neutral. Next up, let's pick this one. The Noble Warrior.
Noble Warrior. Yeah.
Explain, Sai.
A user constantly engaged in random encounters with goblins found online. He's fighting the good fight.
Goblins.
Yeah.
Can you define a goblin first for me?
Yeah, well, you know, like a goblin in like an RPG or something. Right, like a goblin is just gonna be like, you know, just a little guy who's there to cause mischief and evil. And he's like there to
just a little bit of evil.
Yeah, he's like attacking travelers as they go past, you know, like
the toll bridge,
like raiding a caravan or something like that. And the noble warrior sees it as his sworn duty to encounter these goblins wherever he goes.
Oh my god. I'm a goblin? What? Explain. What do you mean I'm a goblin? I need a concrete fucking example. And don't you dare say goblin, these nuts. Chaotic little guy? I think goblins are not silly little guys.
I think the goblins on Twitter are like not like chaotic little guys. I think they're like they'll stab you.
They're the guys that, okay, tell me if I'm right or wrong. They're the guys that like you make a tweet and then they reply like something like just some dismissive comment where it's just like God. Fucking, I'm trying to hold on. Let me go to Slime Machine's Twitter. He attracts those people. He attracts so many of them. Let's see here. Let's see here. I will get you guys an example right now.
But yeah, the noble warrior is a user who constantly finds themselves encountering random encounters with goblins online.
Yes. So here's the thing. Someone's like tweeted something and then some guy the goblin replies like some like random like statistic where actually you're wrong. 30% of people are not like that, and also some other thing, and also you're dumb and don't post this again. And then the noble warrior is the guy that comes in and goes like, hey, have you looked at your teeth in a mirror? They look kind of yellow. Like, they come in and they try to kill everyone that's hurting people.
I think it's like, there's like a fine line between the noble warrior and another one on this list that I put it, which is the professional hater.
Yes.
Where it's like the noble warrior sees somebody say something mean in somebody's comment section and they appear and they're like, hey, back off.
Yes. Yes.
Like, quote retweet, leave them alone, man. Like, type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I found another example. There's a guy that like replied to him saying like, that's the dumbest thing you've ever said. And then he replies back saying, is that you in your profile pic? And the profile pic's this disgusting thing. And he's like, they know how to counter. They're basically countering.
They're not on a
They're
personal
the
crusade,
beers.
they defend the community.
No, the noble warriors is the down beers of the online.
They got the counter.
They have the counter move. I think that they're glue. You need them.
Yeah, I agree.
They parry.
Somebody's gotta destroy these goblins. There's too many of them.
These guys all got the buckler on. They're ready to start parrying.
Sometimes the noble warriors are what feed the goblins. Yeah, well, sometimes the warrior goes into the goblin cave and he doesn't come out. That doesn't mean we don't need more warriors.
It's exactly. Dude, Sci-Fi is very knowledgeable in this specific area. Exactly. Sometimes there's so many goblins they swarm the warrior, and the warrior gets overcrowded.
All right, I think
Excellent.
that's good.
Thank you for putting this.
That's a good
Thank you for putting this here. Excellent. Next up, part of the blob.
This one made me laugh.
So this is, I'll just read it word for word. streamer said a word. I will now type it into the chat along with the 78 other people that will also type it. Then I will type the emote that every other person is typing, even if I don't know why they're typing it. All of my chatting actions can be predicted by a two-celled organism. These are the chats
Me when
of like
someone
large
types
streamers.
Omega lol. Yeah.
How many of this is you in chat, guys? How many of you guys go into those chats that are going so fast you can't even read them, and you contribute to the wave by typing the same thing all the 7,000 other people are typing? To me, I'm just like, why do you volunteer to be a cog? I don't know.
Dude, I agree though. I agree with a little bit what Eric was saying. It's so fun to be this. Sometimes
it is fun.
Sometimes it is fun to be like, streamer says something, and then even though you don't really like fully get it, like Northern Lion pops off on a guy in chat, and you're like, caught.
Plus two.
Yeah, plus two. It's like going to a live band. I think it is a little hive mind behavior, but I think Twitch chat breeds a hive mind. I think it's cringe but free, because I think it's like it's a little fun to spam the emotes with everybody else.
It's fun to spam the emotes, but also like I have a special issue with them, which is like, sometimes I'm friends with the streamer that has these like insane chats, and I just want to type in something that I want to type a normal thing in or some funny thing in that they'll see, but the chat is going so fucking fast and they're just typing like some bullshit over and over again that I feel like I can't even chat in there anymore. So I have that small little nitpick.
Yeah, sometimes the blob gets too big and it's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. I saw Gravity in chat saying like, this is glue. No.
Free. No. Surely
it can't be glue.
It can't be glue.
If it's glue, I mean like...
Listen, listen, here's the thing. I think this is a Twitch chat specific thing. Have you ever seen chats on YouTube streams?
Oh.
Because it's all just like people typing like their own separate sentences in their own little worlds. None of them are part of the blob.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's
we
glue,
need to combine or we are nothing.
But here's the issue, man. It's either like you either have the blob or you don't. There are so few extremely rare streamers that have a perfect mix of the blob and not the blob. Like, in my opinion, if you've ever been in a Vine
I think if the blob gets too big, it's a problem.
It's a huge problem. Right? Then you just get like whatever. Then you just get like XQC chat, or you just get this like mess. False, we are Legion. Dude.
What do you mean Luigi cock defense? What does that mean?
Yeah, if you have a blob, right, the streamer will never see Luigi cock defense. You need to have a balance between blob and then like, okay, blob is off now. Now we can get things like Luigi cock defense.
That's why I think it's cringe but free, because it is fun to be part of the blob sometimes, but you can't let the blob get too big, otherwise it's cringe.
Yes, you know what? That's perfect definition. Everyone likes being part of the blob, but when you identify as the blob, that's cringe. That's no. You gotta like relax. Without blob, you have dead chat or parasocial openings.
No, I agree. I do say to chat sometimes like post an emote so I know you're alive. Like.
Without blob assumes that like no one else is chatting. I don't think so. If you don't have blob, you can just have normal chat.
Sometimes the lurkers need to put like minimal effort in, and being part of the blob does that for them, you know? But you gotta call the blob, otherwise it'll become too strong.
True.
Yo, another Guy tier list? Yup, welcome. We're doing guys online, like social media users.
And okay, you know what? Here, let me put the nail in the coffin. We're talking about the Blob, and we're only bringing up fun channels like you know, Northern Lion or Germa or Vinesus or whatever. You guys don't understand that 90% of blobs are the blobs that are blobs for VTubers, for
like
fucking
XQC,
these other channels
yeah.
that just spam like cute, ooh, fucking like, just like, oh my god, streamer did cute noise. I'm gonna put the exact specific cute noise emote thing in the chat. It's like cringe as fuck. Like,
No, I agree. I think I saw somebody put it out in chat of not calling the Blob before it got too big is how I had to deal with 2 years of chat spamming Monkey Ball Monday at me.
yeah. Yeah, that's why cringe were free. Some blobs are fun, but in my opinion, most blobs are cringe.
Let people be cringe if they aren't hurting anyone? That's literally what cringe but free is. You're free to be cringe.
Huh.
I agree. Okay, handshake emoji.
Okay.
I think we're in agreement.
Handshake emoji, moving on. Funnily enough, I'm starting to hear a bunch of people say handshake emoji. They're catching up. I'm happy about that. Anime PFP derogatory.
I forgot I wrote this one. I forgot.
Anime PFP derogatory.
Hang on, I gotta find what I wrote for this one.
Please read this.
It was yeah, comment on video of man getting hit by a football. Quote, why did he do that? I would have dodged.
I would have dodged. I would have dodged, bro. Ugh. And of course they have a Sasuke PFP.
Yeah.
And of course they have a Nami PFP.
Yeah, that's... It's always... Yeah, how much training would you need to survive a submarine imploding? Their PFP's like, yeah, whatever the latest battle shonen anime is.
Dude. These are the people that post My Hero. Oh.
They post My Hero 60 FPS interpolated clips on Twitter and be like, look at this, it's peak.
These are the guys that post like, oh my god, they were so real for this, and it's just like the main girl from My Hero just doing something, just like it's just a normal clip from the anime.
Yeah, they watch Evangelion and they just like, why isn't he just getting in the robot and fighting the monsters? What the hell? I just wouldn't be traumatized.
Dude. Hajime no Ippo PFP go hard? Yes,
no,
but
that's what they were talking about. Parentheses derogatory. Yeah.
Yeah. You have like whatever the top 10 anime of all time.
Purple Orange is so true. I don't know why, but if it's K-On, they're also racist.
Yes, if they're K-On, they're racist. If they are Slice of Life, half the time they're racist.
Listen,
if they're any kind of military-oriented anime, they're 100% racist.
Listen, I don't want to be mean to anime fans on the whole, but if you have a profile picture from Azumanga Daioh, I can smell you. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. If you're one of those people that posts like an unbelievably abstract, esoteric Azumanga meme that only 7 people can understand, I'm so suspicious of you. Yeah.
I'm so suspicious.
Yep.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
this one's rough.
This is delete your account for me.
This is... But without anime PFP derogatory, the Noble Warrior's out of a job.
I think there are plenty of goblins for the warrior to fight, even if we get rid of anime PFPs.
But it's their level 1 farm. If we get rid of these guys, they miss out their... It's like telling them that you're not allowed to spawn at the village.
Yeah, the Noble Warrior has plenty of Facebook moms to battle.
Facebook moms. Actually, true. The Facebook moms have been getting really political
Without anime
lately.
PFPs, how will we identify the racists? Wait, hang on. You're right. It does make them easy to identify.
Yeah, it is. It's like a marker they have on their head. These guys are there are much better goblins to fight, but that's why I'm saying they're the level 1 village
It is a
goblins.
self-report. I think I agree. I think, yeah. If you, I think it's a self-report.
I want to see what we end up placing in delete your account first, like strongly delete your account instantly, and then I want to reevaluate.
I'll leave this one in log off, dude, for now.
Chat, as soon as we both like firmly handshake on whatever thing
we
goes
gotta
into
set a
delete your
baseline
account,
for delete your account.
remind us of this guy, okay?
Yeah.
Don't forget.
We'll reevaluate that rating as we get
It's
further
easy
down.
to like animate, therefore you lose. Yeah. All right, next up, the lurker.
The lurker.
So very clearly, everyone probably knows what this is, but they're always there. They say nothing. You know that they're watching, and it's not just Twitch. It's Twitter. It's Discord. On Twitter, all they ever do is like. Ever. They don't do anything else. All they're doing is liking.
I feel like this is the
yeah.
like definition of the glue.
Yeah, he's the cement that holds it.
Yeah, like the lurkers literally like hold the community together on Twitch. Literally 90% of internet users, yeah. Like there is like a silent majority of lurkers out there.
Yeah, they're the silent majority. You're right.
They're quite
huge.
literally the glue that holds us together.
If you're watching a 3,000 viewer stream, all 3,000 are not chatting. Only like maybe 100 are chatting.
Yep. Without the glue, I can't pregnant man react to you without looking like an asshole. Yeah, because then it would only be you doing it and not like 8 people coming out of the woodwork to also hit the button.
I feel like the glue should be highest tier name. I did think about that, but then I was just like, I was struggling to find one that would be below glue but above neutral. I just like the word cornerstone. It's just powerful.
Yeah.
Lurkers, yeah, I think that's an instant glue. They're like,
So I will have
on the
100
rare
viewers and like
occasion-
5 to 10 active chatters. Yeah, exactly.
On the rare occasion that the lurker pops out and it just says like first time chat message and you move over to their sub badge and it says like 8 months, you're like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
that happened to
Hello?
me recently. Where there was like somebody, what was it? What was the guy? Chat, we were doing Twitch recaps. And it was like one of our like top like viewers by watch time was somebody who I never saw type in chat. And then he like typed in chat
I was there for that.
specifically because
I
he
was
called
there
him
for that.
out and he's like, oh yeah, I watch the stream every day. I don't type because I watch on Xbox.
On Xbox, dude, my head exploded when I read that chat message.
And I was like, bro, you're literally one of my top 10 viewers by watch time. You've typed in chat 3 times.
3 times.
He doubled his
watches on
message
Xbox.
types that day, yeah.
Sai, one of that guy is worth 100 of the rest of
I
your
know, I know. That's why I think like they're the silent majority.
I think we agree. There's no argument on this one. Move on. Homegrown engagement farmer.
Oh,
When I read this, I was like,
this might be my delete my account. I have so many Joker moments over this.
Okay, explain.
I wrote this. I'm just gonna read what I wrote because
I think what you wrote is perfect. Go ahead.
paid for Twitter Blue just to fill my feed with dumbass questions every day to collect a net 15 cents a month in ad revenue. Hope it was worth it, you fucker.
Death. Death instantly. I don't give a shit. Delete your fucking account.
By the way, Chad, if
I
you ever
swear.
see a streamer typing like with a check mark next to their name, typing like a fucking like question you would ask in elementary school, that is engagement farming. Do not engage.
Do not engage. Do not engage. Do not engage. Guys, I'm sad today. I need pet photos. Do
not engage.
Do not engage.
Do not pursue Lubu.
Do not pursue.
Yeah, this is delete your account for sure. This shit pisses me off.
Here's my hate story with this group of type of online guy. Whenever I click on some like big post that is actually funny, it's like I like it and I click. I hate that they're all the top comments.
Yeah, because
Like,
they fucking,
why?
Because they paid for Twitter.
Frick off, and they have nothing of value to say. They have nothing of value. It's just the stupidest shit. I have to scroll down 7 pages to finally see the actual top funny first comment. Like, I hate these people so much.
Yeah. And it's not like this is like not
Anyone
even
else watching in
and it's
2025?
like I feel like if it was a bot engagement farmer, right? It's like that I could like maybe like just ignore it and move on with my life. But I see people who I know paying for Twitter and posting engagement bait. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Dude. These are the guys that post the fucking man standing in the middle with 700 swords around him.
Yeah.
What is your opinion that gets you like this?
What gets you this reaction? Yeah. What's
What
one
got you like that?
subject opinion that has you like this?
This was the hypest fight in all anime. Show me I'm wrong. A man standing in court. There's when you quote retweet a dumbass post with man standing in court, that's fine. But the people that start with the man standing in court and say please engage with me, delete your account.
Yeah. The man standing in court image, you have to use it responsibly because you have to use it in defense of something. It needs to be like somebody posts like engagement bait and then you like quote retweet, I think this is fine actually. Man standing in court. This 97-year-old streamer still serves tier lists the old-fashioned way. Now revisit anime PFP. I'd rather watch 1,000 quote retweets from an anime PFP than an engagement farmer.
Oh damn! Are we solidifying anime PFP derogatory on log off then?
In terms of like, I think they're both bad, but in terms of like what I'd rather see, at least they have free will.
They have free will because this guy's paying for their will.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They misuse their free will, but they have it. Yeah, I agree. I would rather see neither, which is why I don't use Twitter. I don't use Twitter either, man. We're ranking people on social media. Put yourself in the thought exercise.
Yeah. And again, they make a good point in chat. This guy, like, the noble warrior can farm this guy. This guy, if the noble warrior farms this guy, the noble warrior it's a trap.
That's a mimic, bro. You don't want to fight that.
It's a mimic. And a lot of noble warriors are smart. They don't fight the mimics.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They ignore the mimics. They go straight for the goblins.
I'm dying, dude. You're like your D&D like characterization of these is so funny. Oh my god. Okay, next up, what do we got? 2,000 followers, 2,000 following.
Hell,
dude. Who are you? How are you real?
That's a bot, bro.
You're a fake person, but they're real. They're not bots. They're somehow real. I don't understand.
Follow for follow.
I don't understand who these guys are. They follow me. I'm like, ooh, 2,000 followers. Is this guy like, do they create content? Who are they? I go on their profile and it says 2,000 following. And I'm like, what? But they're real. They're making like normal text posts. Who are you?
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know. I see this every time, and I'm like, that motherfucker's not real.
Surely half of them are bots, but I know half of them are real. I don't understand. I don't understand. I think that they need to log off. I
Yeah.
kind of think they need to log off.
I think most of the time this is bots, for sure.
Half the time they're bots, and the other half the time if they're not a bot, I'm worried for you. You need to log off.
Who are they hurting? My sanity.
Yeah. When I see them, I feel like I'm staring into Pandora's box. Like, that's unhealthy for me.
Yeah. I feel like I looked at the monster in Amnesia, like I took sanity damage.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in Darkest Dungeon and the enemy's it's hurting the little spikes on my head.
Yeah.
But also, okay, I did immediately place them in log off, but I do see them as like, if you are a content creator or an artist or just an anything, like you post shit that you want people to see, this person is following you.
I forgot about Lil B on Twitter. 1.2 million following, 1.2 million followers.
Yeah. You got people like Lil B who I hate that I'm doing this, but I kind of almost want to argue for cringe but free because they're following you, and that means that your follow count is higher, and that means that helps you in some arbitrary way as a content creator. So like,
I guess, but it's like very
off,
cringe. I'll agree on cringe but free, but I think it's like bottom tier cringe but free.
Bottom
like
tier.
It's borderline log off. I'm like, because I just look at that, and I'm like, what happened?
What happened to cause this?
Yeah.
Chat, if we ever put anything in cringe but free, please make sure this is cringe but shackled. Well, remind me that this always goes all the way to the right. Make sure this is the bottom-most one. Okay. Or if more cringe but free stuff come up and we see that this guy's definitely more cringe than that, we'll put him here.
Yeah.
Okay. Wario64 Disciple. This is basically any account that's just like, yo, huge. I know it's a random Thursday at 7:48 p.m., but God of War is 90% off. Go buy it now.
Shout out, cheap ass gamer.
Cheap ass gamer, Wario64 himself. Cyber, what the hell, bro? Look, okay,
Cyber
will never be Wario64, but come on. Okay? I'm arguing this guy's a cornerstone socialite.
Listen, I don't think a cornerstone... You know who was a cornerstone?
Huh.
That fucking dude with the Mob Psycho PFP who tweeted out every, like, games conference trailer as it happened.
Yes, yes. These people
I miss that guy like a motherfucker.
I'm so sad.
I miss Nebelian. That was his name. That dude was a public servant.
Wasn't Nebelian like? Didn't people like? Weren't there conspiracy theories like Jeff Keighley's Nebelian?
Yeah, I mean, well, there were conspiracy theories when he shut down his feed. Like Jeff Keighley was like, "Fuck, that sucks," and he like gave him.
Jeff Keighley literally said, "This is sad."
Yeah, he said this is sad, and he gave him a shout out at like Summer Games Fest.
Dude. Huge.
But as far as like Wario64, I think this is true neutral. This is like basically I'm signing up for advertisements.
Are you sure? Because I think they're doing a public service. I would never have known that God of War was 78% off on this Thursday evening.
Then they dropped the affiliate link, bro.
They do drop the affiliate link. Yeah. But, I mean, is that the price you pay for them, though?
I don't know, man. They do gotta make the bank somehow. I just think they're like, I don't know. I view them more as inoffensive than anything.
Inoffensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe they aren't any higher than that. I mean, I guess they are just ads, but like...
They got a bit of hustle to them.
They're hustling. I'll put him on top true neutral.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Okay. I was convinced real quick. I thought they were much higher than this, but when it
Well,
comes down
I
to
think that if you cut off one of them, another two will take its place.
it's just that Wario 64 is so legendary that like just
Yeah,
his
but
name
none of them
was,
are
like,
Wario 64. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. In my personal opinion, I was thinking like this is also Wario 64. This is Jesus and the 12 disciples. So I was thinking like, I don't know, but oh well. Yeah, that's over there.
Yeah.
Next. Pro hater.
The professional hater, yep. This is
This is the one
like,
you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, this is the dark reflection of the noble warrior.
The evil warrior.
Yeah, where the noble warrior will engage with the goblin and be like, you are being needlessly negative, you need to go outside. The pro hater will engage with the goblin and be like, here's a thing you tweeted in 2012, also here's what you look like a dweeb.
Here's the IP address. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: there's the pro hater is not only fighting goblins, right? He's
Right.
also fighting the noble warrior.
Yeah, sometimes
He's just
the
fighting
noble
everyone.
warrior. Yeah, sometimes the pro hater fights the noble warrior.
Yeah, this guy's just a frenzied individual.
Yeah. Yeah, in Darkest Dungeon, he's got the frenzy, and sometimes he attacks the enemy, and sometimes he attacks your party.
Yeah. I think that... Okay, I have a complex opinion. My opinion is this. If I was a social media magnate, if I was Jeff Bezos, if I was Elon Musk, or if I was fucking what's his name, Facebook man, Mark Zuckerberg, these guys are crucial to the existence of your platform. These are the guys that incite the most engagement. One pro hater spawns 15 noble warriors that then spawns 7,000 anime PFPs. It's like a waterfall effect.
That's true.
This is the guy that starts it. These guys show up to clean it up. These guys show up because,
Yeah.
And then these guys show up. And then these guys show up.
They are like the wellspring of the ecosystem. Like all of the engagement battles that happen in the arena of Twitter start with somebody being a pro hater.
Yes. Sometimes they hate good and everyone claps. Sometimes they hate bad. A lot of the times they hate bad.
So yeah, it's really down to like, do you use your powers of hating for good or evil?
Yes.
I think true neutral kind of fits here.
True neutral.
You know how when a
If
whale
we
dies, it
remove
sinks into
them-
the ocean and creates life for 50 years? Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Yeah, I
But
think...
then, like, do we need them? That's the thing. If we need them, they're glue. But if we don't necessarily need them, then they're true neutral.
I think that if the pro haters were to vanish, the noble warriors would take up their swords.
Oh, you'd say the noble warriors become the pro haters?
Yeah, because the noble warrior can be a hater, but the noble warrior is more righteous. The
I
hater
see.
could go any way. But and the noble
Huh.
warrior could never be as ruthless as the pro hater. But I think that they would still continue the good fight.
I see. So you're saying noble warrior definitely goes above pro hater.
Yeah. They're like
see.
yin and yang.
We need them. But if they're yin and yang, then they have to go right next to each other. That's my
I think
argument.
they go like on top of each other. Like what is like it goes right below noble warrior.
We leave it like this.
Yeah.
We could do that. They're not true neutral. Fuck. If they were true neutral, like these two guys, right? We're just like, you know, they're
No,
there.
because we
They're doing
love
their
to
stuff.
see somebody hating on somebody who deserves it.
Yes.
But we
don't
hate to
really
see
care.
people who hate needlessly.
This is just a human condition. I'm gonna argue glue. I think
It's a necessary evil. You know what?
it's
I'll
a necessary
agree.
evil. They need to sit right next to each other.
I do think that if the pro haters vanished tomorrow, the noble warriors would pick up the fight.
They
Do you
would do
accept?
that?
Yeah. Do you accept that the internet must always be primarily outrage driven, or can there be another way? That's really the decision.
Oh God. That's an evil sentence there, man. Do you think we can rid the world of war and slavery? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. I mean, I wish, but I don't know, man.
The noble warrior has no enemies.
The noble warrior has no enemies.
He fights for the good of all.
The pro it depends. This is a hard one. Fuck. And of course, it's the pro hater that we're so mad at right now because it's so hard to fucking put them somewhere.
The pro hater has only enemies. Yeah.
He has only enemies. They're cringe for free.
Sometimes the pro hater will like throw somebody down into the depths of hell who's like being part of the blob, and we're like, wow, he didn't really deserve that.
Whoa, bro.
You know?
Whoa.
They're like, yeah, rip and tear until it's done.
I'm okay. I don't care. This guy's either cringe but free or the glue. He does not belong in true.
You know what? I'll drop it cringe but free because I agree
Cringe but free.
that the hater can't
Cringe
be
but free.
neutral.
Cringe but free. That's it.
They're like,
Easy.
he's like they're the reflection of each other, the warrior and the hater.
Yes. There, I'll even put them in the same place. Okay. That was heated, and I love that.
That was
okay.
a big discussion.
Quote of the day, guy.
The quote of the day guy. Yep.
Enlighten us.
The gimmick account that only exists to post clips from their favorite TV shows. This is like fucking Simpsons quote of the day, like King of the Hill moments, fucking Sopranos clips.
It just posts like a 30-second clip of nothing even that remarkable. It's just like whatever. Like, oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Listen, I will say there's high quality quote of the day guys and there's low quality ones. I had to unfollow a quote of the day guy recently because I realized he was just putting in like the one episode of the series like 5 minutes at a time into Twitter.
Does quote of the day guy include every single frame of the entirety of SpongeBob posted at 5-second intervals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because their only purpose is to share like clips or screenshots of their favorite media. What about the guy who posts a screenshot that says it's March 7th on March 7th? Yeah, it's the guy, the Simpsons account that every Thursday the 20th posts that image. 16 more minutes of jokes from Futurama Season 6.
Bro, they're filling up space. They're filling up hard drives that don't need to be filled up, bro. These are the reason that we have gigantic data farms.
Only
like,
good one
bro,
of these was Ladies and Gentlemen the Weekend. No, I have the weekly gimmick on here as a different guy. This one is like
good.
This one is like an account that's like Sopranos hype moments or something like that.
Beaver posting. Just videos of beavers every 1 hour.
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
Gators
I don't know.
Daily is a good one of these.
This account, in my opinion, deserves to go in cringe but free. And here is my argument. My argument is these guys are wasting fucking space, bro. If there was anything else in that post, like let's say I'm scrolling and I see a gator, like it's Flat Fuck Friday, or no wait, that's a weekly gimmick. I don't know, if I see just like a Sopranos clip. Hey, wasn't it cool when they did this? And it's just like a 10-minute Sopranos clip. Anything else, like an artist or some guy making music or some funny little text post or some guy hating or a pro hater post or a noble warrior post or some shit or even a thing that the retweetler tweeted, I would appreciate more than 30
The
seconds.
quote of the day guy
post.
feeds the retweetler.
Oh, and that's why it is supposed to be underneath him. The retweetler occasionally retweets something that's not quote of the day.
Okay.
Quote of the day is almost always a wasted slot.
You know what? I agree.
It is a wasted
I agree,
slot.
but I do follow a couple of these accounts.
That's why I'm not telling them to log off. They're not a complete waste. Sometimes, you know, yeah, I'll admit, sometimes I do watch the 30-second Simpsons clip. So, sometimes I do watch the clip where Peter and the family are about to drown, but he talks about the Godfather. You know, I have to watch that sometimes. Okay, excellent.
Yeah,
We're
also
waking up,
without
chat.
the like clip poster accounts, you wouldn't have gotten like the clip of the Orville where he hits the button and goes 500 cigarettes.
Oh shit, is really?
Yeah.
They're the guy that did that?
Yeah, it's just like clip posting in general.
They do occasionally bring up some random clip that the internet slept on, and then we do wake up to it.
Yeah.
500 cigarettes. Shit. Okay. True. Real. Next. The Vibe Preserver.
The Vibe Preserver, yeah.
Tell me about this guy.
Will never start a conversation themselves, but is a key component in keeping them going. They're the most inoffensive user you ever meet.
This
No
is the
matter
person
what's
that,
going
like,
on,
understands.
yeah, they will never be like bring up a topic themselves, but they will always like hit the reply button in Discord and be like, "That's so interesting. Tell me more."
You'll make a tweet, and there won't be much engagement, and then this dude comes in like a hero and just types a reply to it.
Yeah, the podcast co-host. Dude, every podcast dynamic needs a vibe preserver. They like maintain the flow of the conversations. I think this is glue. I'll be so real.
Without a doubt, this is glue. Because minimum glue. We could even consider cornerstone, but like, we need the person that is okay not being the center of attention. Which nowadays, I'm gonna be real, chat, is getting rarer and rarer to
Yeah,
find.
that's a rare skill to find.
People want to be the center of attention nowadays. But once you find a person that's just like, no, I'm gonna put my hand on my chin and sit there and just listen and reply every once in a while and actually enjoy it.
You know what? I would.
No, this goes up. This goes up.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I agree.
This is a beautiful.
They do
human.
They do a
person.
public service just like the VC Hachikos of the world.
This is a beautiful person.
Oh,
best
you're
way I can
right.
put it.
You're right. I got Cypher in chat said they do another important job. They also vibe check. They make sure it doesn't get too out of hand and can rein people in.
True. When the vibe annihilator comes in.
Yeah, they make sure that they preserve the vibe, right? They make sure it doesn't get too out of hand.
Exactly. Oh my god, they're critical. They're critical. They're the security guard outside the bar.
Bodyguard. Yeah, they're the bouncer.
They're the bouncer. Holy shit. You need a bouncer. If you don't have a bouncer, it's over.
You need a
my
bouncer
God.
in your Discord for sure.
Hugely important. These guys are incredible. They're the lifeblood of any group, actually.
Yeah.
Ever.
I feel like every group has a vibe preserver.
Every successful group. Any group that's not going to instantly die.
Agree. Yeah.
These guys are good.
These
And
are
sometimes...
Knights of the Realm. Somebody said it.
Knights of the Realm. They are, because sometimes vibe preserving, it takes energy, man. a lot of the time, like, yes, these people are charismatic enough so that this becomes like a passive skill of theirs. But
Right.
sometimes, dude, vibe preserving is an active job.
So, yeah, it's an active job because sometimes the noble warrior will get a little too fucking zealous and, like, will tackle a goblin in the middle of the town square. And then the vibe preserver comes in and is like, calm down.
Relax. This goblin was actually
This goblin
a
was here
merchant.
to trade items with the local shopkeepers.
Yes, and even though he's a goblin, we needed him for our town survival for this day. Relax.
Yeah, these are not people who do not have moderator privileges, but they preserve the vibe of the community.
Although I do see that mods most of the time are vibe preservers.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a good mod. Yeah. Sometimes the noble warrior becomes a white knight over an internet girl, and the vibe preserver makes sure things stay calm. Honestly, chat, what I need now is for this tier list to be turned into like a real story. Like someone needs to tell some kind of D&D campaign with this shit. All right, this was excellent. Next. The weekly gimmick.
Yep,
there we go.
The weekly gimmick. Congratulations, Sailor. You made it to Friday. We Shop Wednesday. House MD Monday. Yakuza Friday. Fucking.
What was the
Saturdays are made for dads.
For dads. The weekend, ladies and
Ladies
gentlemen.
and gentlemen, the weekend. Yep. Fuck with me Friday.
Flat fuck Friday. Alligator.
Fuck Friday. Yep. This is their whole account is posting one. Yeah, today is Friday in California. Give it up for day 15.
Give it up for week
Yep.
3.
Yeah,
I'm not
this
gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
For 6 months straight, I hit the like button on every single Wii Music Wednesday.
Dude,
I listened to it every Wednesday for 6 months.
I love We Shop Wednesday. We Shop Wednesday brings joy to my week.
I literally woke up in the morning and I was just like, oh, I need to hear these two boys sing.
I
make a morning
had
ballad.
this theory with chat the other day, and we had this discussion that I think We Shop Wednesday is more popular than the comedy show that it was from, which is Nirvana the band the show.
Without a literal actual single doubt, yes.
Yeah.
That one clip is more famous than the entire rest of their show.
Yeah.
Chat is okay. We have some people saying true neutral. They simply exist.
They do simply exist, but are they a net positive to the ecosystem posting their, like, when you see the video come on your timeline and you're like, oh, finally, and it's Daniel Craig and his slow zooms in, he's, ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. Oh man. They're so 1000% they're above quote of the day guy.
They appear
'Cause-
less frequently.
Yes, they're not a waste of a slot like these guys are. These guys usually are not wasting a valuable slot in my TL.
Yeah.
Usually.
They do, I will say they're like the quote of the day guy, they also feed the retweetler.
These guys are the true retweetler
Yeah.
feeders.
Yeah, I'd
Also,
say,
the weekly gimmick is kind of like the what's that one YouTuber, Daily Dose?
yeah, the daily dose of internet.
They feel the same.
They do feel the same. Yeah, they feed the retweetler like good food.
The weekly gimmick is the MRE for the retweetler. But also correct, if the weekly gimmick is way too prevalent, then that's an unhealthy diet,
Yeah.
right?
Gimmicks cannot sustain a poster alone.
They need to be like a sometimes food. They're like the dessert.
Yeah. I think True Neutral fits here.
We put true neutral, perhaps even top of true
Yeah,
neutral.
I'd say higher.
Yeah.
Because the retweetler is just like a content dealer. Like, these guys are at least breathing some level of content into the ecosystem.
Yeah, at least they're making something new once and then repeating it over and over again. Can you move the 2F guy
Yeah.
bottom of
You
cringe?
moved
Oh,
2K
true.
left to me.
Remind me. This guy always goes to the bottom. Okay, great. Weekly gimmick done. The Costco guys.
I think I just wrote, the only thing I wrote is I just like them, man.
We can have just one specific content creator on here. Did you see what the Rizzler posted recently?
What, his morning Riz-teen?
Morning ritual. It's on my TL. I saw it. I'm like,
They
oh my
could
God.
they could never make me hate you, Costco guys. I would.
So
the Costco guys
torn.
would have to do something truly horrid for me to turn on them. The double chunk chocolate cookie. So sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms.
Big boom.
Boom, boom.
Cypher, my class was very, very unruly. One of the days I was in class, they were very unruly, and I just could not control them. I then just said out loud, "All right, whoever finishes the assignment first gets 5 big booms." Everyone started working. All of them. 5 big booms. Everyone started working.
They love the Costco guys,
Instantly.
man.
Fine. These are glue. I'll settle for glue.
Cypher doing this stream 24 hours before the Costco guys come out on Russia's side of the Ukraine. If that happens, I will do a full ass 10-minute apology video.
I'm gonna say the evil part out
And I'll
loud.
apologize for every Costco guy individually. I'll apologize for AJ, for Big Justice, for the Rizzler, for Uncle Sylvester, for Cousin Angelo, for all of them.
Chat, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna sound like Judas right now, but listen closely, okay? What I'm about to tell you is the truth, and you will feel bad, and I will feel good. The Costco guys are a family content creator group. You know how those turn out. You know how those are usually fucked up. It's a dad and his son and some other random kid. That dynamic is historically proven to be the worst dynamic ever.
Historically, the worst type of content on the internet.
Like, they exist, everyone loves them, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, they're actually, by the way, like the worst people on earth. I'm just bringing this up out there. I'm just saying, and I definitely smell the evil off of that big man. I smell it. I can't say anything for sure yet, but that man is grifting on those kids. That's a bad sign.
Listen, I think the Costco guys are different, bro.
They're different. They're the good ones, though. They're the good ones.
I think... Listen, I watched the Costco guys on Fortnite Friday. He was a former wrestler. And he actually used the success of the Costco guys to get a show match on AEW where he got back into the ring. And then the Rizzler showed up as like a mid-round like guy, and the wrestling commentators were like, "Who the fuck is the Rizzler?"
Oh my god. It's just, it's a clown show, man. It's a fucking clown show.
They bring the boom!
They bring the boom to you!
Yeah, the Costco guys are like the exception to the rule. Like, it's really... The worst thing so far that has come out of the Costco guys is like somebody recording them when they were doing a video, and the dad was like, no, say the line like this, and then I say double chunk chocolate cookie.
Yes, the dad is very managerial over these things. Listen, I'm telling you, man, I see the cracks. I see the cracks forming. I can see through the content glasses.
But as far in the term of like family who are viral content creators, that's like...
They're making shit people enjoy.
Yeah, also that one guy they were collabing with was fucking up the take. I agree with his cinematic vision.
Chad, I'm sorry. When the Rizzler and whatever that other kid is grow up, they're gonna be kind of spoiled and shitty. Big Justice? That's his name?
Yeah.
Big Justice.
Sorry, my toxic trait is that I know all the Costco guys by name.
I just can't help find that being the funniest thing ever. That it's a guy, his son, and some random kid. Like what?
Okay,
what?
but they do bring the Rizzler's dad in. You know, Uncle Sylvester gets in there.
That's Uncle Sylvester.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's his
okay.
that's his verse in the song. He has a rap verse. He says, "I'm the father of the Rizzler. I'm Uncle Sylvester. I bring the boom with frijoles pasta."
I can't take this. Costco guy's on bottom of the glue. That's where I feel.
Yeah, agree.
This is yeah.
Dude,
all right.
the Rizzler is gonna be 30 someday.
Dude, the Rizzler will be 30, just like that guy that screamed about consequences in Sonic is 30 today.
He's
Fucking
a fucking Sammy Classic Sonic fan.
Sammy is about to graduate college, bro.
Let's go.
Okay, so and he seems to have turned out well.
Yeah, he
so.
turned out all right.
But listen, screaming mad about Sonic is way higher up on the this guy might turn out okay than the family YouTuber contenter. So we'll see. Okay. Very funny one. Tech support hero.
Tech support hero. Yep. Random guy on a Reddit thread with the same PC problem as you. He posted a fix that somehow still works for you 10 years later.
If it's without this man, we would not be alive.
Yeah.
This individual is literally the reason
This
Reddit
is a
exists,
cornerstone
actually.
for me.
This guy is the reason Reddit has 70% of the traffic it does today.
Yeah, because it's people typing, "My PC is doing something wrong. How do I fix it?" Reddit.
Reddit. Windows crash for some reason when mouse goes over toolbar? Space Reddit.
Yeah. And then this guy's like, "Oh, this is because like this option sometimes gets enabled by accident. Go into the control panel and do this." And then Bobber, bring the tech support villain up on the tier list.
Do we have to?
We have to.
Okay, hold on. Let me look through the things real quick. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't show your chat.
Yep. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me
Support
hide it from the
villain.
chat.
There they are, and
Yep. Okay.
we're back.
The
Okay,
tech
we're
support
back.
villain is the guy
support
in the
villain.
same thread who said, "Edit, never mind, fixed it," and doesn't post what they did.
This guy, frick this guy. Or you know what else?
Or
This
they
is the
say,
dude that's just like-
"My PC does the same thing."
Or even worse, I'm gonna give you an even worse example. This is the guy that thinks that everyone is a Linux Larry,
Yeah.
and goes like, "Oh, the fix is incomprehensible text." There you go. Like, no, no,
Works for me, thread locked by moderator.
dude.
Yeah, the tech support villain. This is why I put these guys as like, the hero is like, "Oh yeah, I did this and it fixed me," and it still works even though the thread is from like 2015. And then the villain is like, created the thread for your specific problem, and then says, "Edit, I fixed it. Thanks everyone." Thread locked.
Thanks. Thread locked. This is cringe as fuck.
I think this is delete your account. Obviously.
But you said we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't have the hero if it isn't for this guy. This guy makes the post. We need this guy also because this guy so tech support hero puts the fix. Then 15 of these guys show up going, "Oh, thanks, fixed, got it, thanks, wow,
Yeah.
thank you," and they SEO, they give the SEO that this guy needs for everyone else to find him.
What about here's the fix? Link is broken. That's the hero of tragedy befell our hero.
Yeah. That's the tragic hero.
Yeah.
Tech support
That's out
villain,
of
the
his
guy on
hands,
Slack
yeah.
Complicated answer on how to do something and they that's what I said.
You know what?
Wolf.
I think this is worse than cringe. I think this is log off.
Log off, dude. I'll settle for log off. If I was cringe and you were delete, I'll settle for log off.
Yeah. I will
This guy,
direct
like-
message you the fix. He DM'd me and it worked. Thanks. Thread locked. Thread closed.
God. Thread closed. Thank you. Also, the tech support hero, 99% of the time, is unnecessarily humble.
Yeah.
They're just like, so this worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but perfectly lays out the steps one by one that will work for everyone.
Exactly fix your PC even 10 years later, despite all the Windows updates.
Yes. Yeah, I hate.
Yeah.
I specifically. I know Sci-Fi is defining this guy mainly as the guy that locks thread and fucking says thanks for the DM, but I agree with him. But I also this is the
or
guy
they're
that
like
I
the million
hate.
faceless guys that's like, I have the same problem. I have the same problem. I have the same problem.
Same problem. Or this is the guy that goes like, oh, you want to figure out how to get this application to run on your computer? Sure. Fucking download the X73528 cache LM3377. What are you step by step, bro? I don't know what any of this
I
is.
agree that sometimes the tech support villain can be like, here's a GitHub repo.
Here's a GitHub repo, figure it out. I'd rather kill myself. Dude, that one tweet that got 700 billion likes on Twitter.
I know what tweet you're talking about.
I'm trying to pull it up.
I think it was the exact like wording was something like, I hate using GitHub. Where is the download button? Stop gaslighting me.
Yeah. So like, I'm gonna go. I need to find this one.
It's not that hard. If it's not that hard, why did they hide it from me, bro?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I wish I screenshotted that shit.
Tech support villain is draw the rest of the owl. Yeah.
Yes, he's draw the rest of the owl. Chat, can someone please do me the favor and find me that? Put it in stream submissions in my Discord, please. Please, please,
Yeah.
please, please. It's the funniest tweet ever written. And like and Linux Larrys do not understand this tweet. They're the ones that go like, bro, it's what it means right there. But no, everyone that's not a Linux Larry is just like, no, this is true. Where is the button that click download and install? Please, I don't want to know what like 7th version that they added like extra penis support. I don't give a fuck about that. Give me the download.
Yeah. I will find that tweet eventually. I know exactly the post you were talking about.
Chat, this is a critical tweet for text post villain. This is a critical tweet. Critical. Wait, what's happening? Did someone show it and we're ignoring them? Oh no, you're both over 25. Read, motherfuckers. Oh. Now you're gonna come in. You're one of those guys. It's like, it's so simple. Just read the steps. No, this is the difference between a good teacher and a bad teacher.
Yeah.
A bad teacher says, open the book and figure it out, dumbass. Okay, and those are these fucking tech support villains. No, I don't. I don't want to open the book. Be a good teacher and help me. Show me the steps one by one. Next time I'll open the book because then I'll actually know what the hell to expect. But I don't even know what to expect.
I found it.
Yes, please give it. I'll put it up on stream right now.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put it in the... I'll put it in our DMs and then I'll pull it up on my stream.
Yes, please. There it is.
Why is GitHub so scary? Where is the download link? Why are you gatekeeping me?
I actually think I found a different one that got like way more engagement than this, that said something like, why don't you guys just have a download button? Why are you all these scary little like goblins? Just like, who are you people? Like, it was something. It's like, you're not smarter than me. Why are you doing this? Like, but yeah, this is great.
Why do I have to solve a like goblin riddle to see if I'm worthy of downloading software?
Yes, exactly. my personal story with this here, I'll do a quick final wrap up. My personal story is I didn't know what the fucking FFmpeg encoder was, but I needed it so that I can download YouTube videos straight onto my PC using some software that I don't want to go to YouTubeDownloader.com because half of those sites are viruses. So I needed to know what the hell an FFmpeg was. And every goddamn person on the internet is a tech support villain when it comes to FFmpeg. They just go, oh, just open your command center and type this in. And I typed it in. It didn't work. Turns out I needed some ancient repository of something. That's like if you go on the website, it looks like a fucking GeoCities website. I need to download that shit. And even installing it, I don't know how to install it because it's some weird repository thing. And no one just says, okay, step 1, go to this website. Step 2, if you're on Windows, download this. If you're on Mac, download this. Step 3, no one says that. When it comes to FFmpeg, everyone's a villain and everyone's an enemy. They're all your enemies.
Everyone is my enemy.
Everyone's your enemy. Good luck, chat. Anyways, that's my story. Thank you for putting tech support here on villain. That might have been the funniest fucking shit ever. They're real, man.
They are real.
Okay. Next up.
The Dormant Artist. I used to love their art before they were encased within a prism of crystal.
Oh, I'm so sad. I cry. And they always posted peak. They always posted peak.
Their art was so good before they were trapped within an iceberg after the Southern Air Temple was attacked.
And we were there during the good times. We were there. Summer break, spring break. We were there. We were visiting them.
Yep.
They were wonderful. They hosted excellent parties.
Listen,
meanwhile, nowadays, last post 7 years ago.
Yeah. But every so often, you'll like remember they exist and you look at their art. Or like every so often, like once in a blue moon, the avatar will awaken and the Dormant Artist will post again and be like, oh hey, I still do things over on this account, and they link you.
Yeah, and you're just like, bitch, why didn't you say shit 5 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Bastard. He's like, no, I had to go train in the mountains and prove myself once again to see if I could actually amass a following without my previous fame.
What are we talking about? We're talking about
okay,
the Dormant
damn,
Artists, the people whose art that you loved before they were encased within a crystalline prison.
Yes, before they were trapped inside a 1,000-year-long solitude of their own making.
The worst part is when you find their account. Yeah, dude.
I know many of these guys. Chat, do you know Bear the Mighty? Do you guys know Bear the Mighty?
No.
That guy like is the Giga homie. He's the Giga homie. And bro does not exist. Bro is gone. He just doesn't post. And I'm sad.
I followed an artist who was like inactive for 5 years, and then they randomly posted on their Twitter one time, and they're like, oh, I still do art, by the way. I just got a job in the game industry, and I can't show you anything I work on. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy for you.
Happy for you, Shed Single Tear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those. Most of them are because they get a job.
Yeah, or they get like life takes them away.
Or life takes them away. This is painful, cause like, unfortunately, what we're talking about is like a cemetery, you know?
Yeah.
Like how
this
how
is
often,
a cemetery.
Like, we don't need in a perfect society, we don't need a cemetery. Throw all those dead people away. But like.
But I think we all have that one artist or that one person that we loved their stuff and then they vanished like the Avatar.
They vanished, and then one day when society
when the world
most,
needs the most, they'll return.
They also go down a lot of, if they're like the big ones and they did really good and they're gone, they also kind of go down into mythology and legend.
Dude, agree.
They're like, they become like Zeus, like, oh shit, remember that guy? Yeah. Berserk chapters be like. Kind of. I mean, dormant artist is literally like the guy that made Vagabond. He never continued it, so Sag. Like,
yeah. I
okay,
honestly,
Simon,
I put
where
these
would
into
this
like
go?
either the glue or cornerstone.
They can't be cornerstone because they're
Because they
gone
don't,
and dead.
they're gone. Yeah.
They're gone and they're
But
mythological.
But I think that everybody has like a little like piece that they hold on to, you know, and I think that's what makes it the glue.
Yes, the people in your age bracket and within your social bubble can go like, dude, remember that guy?
Like,
yeah.
think within your internet history, chat. There is something that you saw when you were a kid that like you have remembered until now, like a piece of art or like a animation on Newgrounds or like a post or something like that, like that. But you've kept. They're literally gone but not forgotten. Like, because you've kept the memory with you. And I think that's what makes it the glue that holds us together, is that everybody has a dormant artist that they remember.
It is literally the glue, because the moment, like, if I'm within the right group of people and I say, dude, remember Brawl Taunts?
Yes! Goes, oh my god, I remember Brawl Taunts! No fucking way, dude! I haven't thought about Brawl Taunts in years!
This literal conversation happens.
Dude, I haven't thought about Brawl Taunts in fucking years,
Brawl Taunts, man. That shit was our life.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was the reason to wake up, see if they drop the next one. Yeah, and I guess, you know what? Game theory moment. Every artist at some point becomes a dormant artist.
Yeah, true.
So like, and you know what they say, the death of an artist.
The online content space, like not even to say that a tragedy needs to befall MatPat for him to stop making game theories. Like, he could just be like, I'm done.
Yeah, he's done now.
Yeah, like Germa's in his retirement era.
And now MatPat is funny again, and everyone likes him again.
Yeah.
Just because he left. That much of an impact was made because
Absence made the heart grow fonder for MatPat.
Yeah. We were like, oh no, we're missing. When we have veggies every day, we're like, we get mad at the veggies. But then like a couple days the veggies are gone. You're like, where's the veggies? And we always had veggies.
Yeah.
Pushes it to cornerstone. Does it?
No.
Oh. They're gone.
I think it's the reason why it's the glue is because whatever dormant artist that you keep in your heart is different for everybody.
And at a certain point, that dormant artist is not affecting the next generation.
Right.
I will never be able to say about Brawl Taunts and have like my students understand what the fuck Brawl Taunts is.
But they will have their own generation of the people who grew up holding Brawl Taunts in their memory and then made content themselves.
Yes. They'll be like, oh my god, John Pork, remember?
I think it's actually crazy that there are multiple generations that have grown up as like with Gmod animations as like their catalyst. Like, as much as I think like I don't get Skibbity Toilet, I do get it on the level of like I grew up watching like Gmod Idiot Bucks or like Heavy and Scout think they are birds or something like that.
Yeah, we all grew up with Anonymous, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
We've seen it all. Time is a circle, man.
Mm-hmm.
This may have been the deepest one yet. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, John Freeman, who is Gordon Freeman's brother.
Oh, dormant artist is not... Guys, remind me to put Costco guys all the way at the bottom. This is important.
Yeah.
And this guy should probably go somewhere like here.
Yeah,
maybe.
I agree.
Okay, next. Farmville Frank. We're going through all of Cypher.
Farmville Frank. Their social media exists only as a means to an end to get their friends to play their favorite mobile game.
I hate this so much, Cypher. Cypher, were you recruited or maybe attempted to be recruited when that fucking Discord Farmville bullshit came out? Fuck.
I remember.
I become evil. I become evil when I think of that. How many of you guys?
Get on Farm Merge Valley, bro.
No, this isn't just like guy that says no, my game is good, play it. This is like my grindy, like pay to win, like bullshit, like time-based, like wait 7 hours until this timer refreshes to continue.
This is their entire gambit on social media, is getting people into this.
Because the only way that they can progress in their game and actually like make progress is getting referral links that give them 17 cock points so they can like fucking get a chicken 3% faster. Like, that's how it works.
Facebook flashbacks? Yeah, that's why I said Farmville Frank.
People are disintegrating. Dude.
This isn't specifically like somebody who's your friend. This is just somebody you encounter on social media.
It's an MLM! It's a pyramid scheme! It's a pyramid scheme. I hate these people. Log off. Log off.
Yup. Yeah, agree. Handshake.
Log off.
Log off.
Log off. Farmville Frank. I don't want to play your goddamn game that makes me have to wait 7 years for like a cow to like spawn milk, and then I hate this. It's an Excel sheet game.
You had a lot of mine in a row.
Yeah, man, where's mine gonna come up? Let's see. Let's do this one. Reddit bot.
Okay, this is another one of mine.
Go ahead.
This person has never posted an actual message that wasn't a link to the latest meme they found on r/trending, but is somehow actually a real person.
Dude, there are people that sign up to Reddit and they just use the default subreddit subscriptions as their, that's it.
Dude, there was a motherfucker, and I know some of you guys in my Discord know this. There was some fucking motherfucker who literally only what he would do would just post memes in the shitpost corner. Like, and he was like constantly. And I'm like, and at one point I like replied to him and I'm like, why are you doing this?
What?
Like, you've never typed another message in the server that isn't a meme in the meme channel. And he's just like, they just share, they just go on Reddit and they hit the share button and they copy paste it into 30 Discord servers.
I wanna make like a 3-pointer shot and see if I'm correct.
Okay.
Do they also almost never chat in your chat when you're live?
No, it's literally never. I checked this guy's message history. He's never typed anything that wasn't a meme in the meme channel.
Yeah, there you go. I hit the 3-pointer. What the? Who are you?
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker isn't real. And then I fucking replied to him, and then they were real.
Like, on one hand, thank you for making my Discord more engaged, but also like...
But it's not even like... It's the most like front page of Reddit-ass memes I've ever seen.
Oh, they're also just like iFunny?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. So far from your description, things are lining up for me for cringe but free.
I think this is cringe but free, but it's that annoying.
It is annoying. It kind of like is them saying, I don't have a personality.
Yeah.
Or my personality is the most milquetoast average thing ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least they're not evil memes and straight up just bad memes.
They're like a retweetler, but for Discord.
They're a retweetler, but yeah, if they're a Reddit bot, that means like, you know, they're not really sharing things for others to see like on purpose because like they need to remind everyone I'm alive. It's just like
I don't know why.
You named this
I don't
very
know
perfectly.
why.
They're a bot. Like, why
Yeah.
did you become a bot in real life?
Yeah, why did you choose to become a bot? Like, you're a real person. Why are you acting like a bot?
I don't know. How? They fit perfectly next to this guy.
Yeah.
These two. Like, why are you alive?
Like,
Why do you
like
exist?
you're somehow a real person. Why are you exhibiting bot behavior?
Why? Why? You these two fit right next to each other.
These are both the same like kind of person. Where it's like the Reddit reposter and the 2,000 followers, 2,000 following. It's like you have become a machine.
You have. You know what? It's almost redundant. I think these two share a circular Venn diagram.
Yeah, I think I agree. They just love pressing buttons.
Yeah, and a button. Oh, click. Whee. And on one hand, I'm like, okay, that's wholesome, but like, no, dude, come on.
Yeah.
You're a cog in the machine. Nostalgia poser.
Oh, dude, we are going through all of mine.
I guess we're just going through yours.
Anyone else remember the 90s guys? They were so great. Posts a clip from a show that aired in 2002.
Oh my god, guys. Don't you miss this? Posts iCarly.
Yeah. That's you, man? No, this is that fuck-ass blue check account on Twitter that is called Retro Anime, and they post, like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay, can I say something? Does this include the 7 billion checkmark accounts that are trying to sell you that fucking modded Game Boy?
Yes, because they're posers. They're using your nostalgia for nefarious purposes.
Played every game that you loved when you were a childhood kid 1 million years ago on this Game Boy that plays also Nintendo DS games. Buy this, spend money now.
Ghibli food looks so delicious.
Ghibli food. Yummy.
I miss when
Same
anime
guys
was
that
good.
will
Clip of
unironically post the
Attack
AI.
of Titan Season 2 in AI interpolated to 60 FPS.
I just...
Yeah, post clip. Oh yeah, like somebody I used to know music video. They dropped the hardest song of the 2010s and dipped.
Bro, we forgot how hard this shit was. Post no game, no life, OP.
I'll be so real. This is delete your account for me.
Put him in there. Put him in there. Delete your
This is
fucking
like
account.
this is like slop posting, you know, to its extreme
is-
degree.
Worthless. And you know what, Cypher? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll move this guy right here next to them.
Yep. They all belong. Dude, what a fucking dude. That tier
What a
is
lineup.
hellish. What a hellish lineup. Of the fucking the
lineup.
engagement farmer, the anime PFPs, and the nostalgic slop poster.
Oh. The 3. We need one more, and it'll be the 4 horsemen, man.
Dude, that is truly the 9th circle.
That's horrible. Oh my god.
Choose your
Everything
fighter.
feels correct now.
Yeah.
I'm happy
it all,
we moved the
it
anime
all seems
PFP
right
down.
now. Yeah.
It's correct now. Where's crypto, bro?
That
Oh
would-
no!
that
Did
would-
neither of
dude.
us include crypto, bro?
I don't think I did. I didn't on mine. But that would
We
also
will-
be delete your account for me.
That's delete your account.
Yeah, that-
Crypto, bro, is right here.
Mhm.
Easily, without a doubt. Straight up.
Yeah, I think the crypto bros went extinct. They're all AI bros now.
I think we just... both of us just erased them from our memory like a traumatic experience. Like...
Can you rank Milk Ape?
I don't
I think
worry,
Bobber's got
Anubis.
one. I
We're
think
getting
Bobber's
there.
got one that's
We're
like
getting
that.
there, Anubis. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's see. I don't know. Whatever this is. The Discord death sentence.
I have opinions on this one. I'm gonna let you go off first.
This guy is the reason that there's a new Discord. They did not post anything or say anything horrid enough that everyone can justifiably kick them, but they're just so bad that everyone has to silently leave and make a new Discord.
Here's my theory.
Go ahead.
And this might be contentious. The radioactive motherfucker, I think this says more about you than them.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Because you could just kick them.
You could. The Discord death sentence does bring up, like, oh, you're right. You're so right for that.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, you guys don't have enough of a social. You are not socially developed enough in order to address this situation in a mature enough way.
So otherwise, you've like done the thing, like you've like created the iPhone like text group, the second group chat that has everybody except one guy. This is when the vibe preserver leaves the server. Yeah, the vibe is in shambles.
The vibe is in shambles.
Yeah, are you an adult skill check?
Are you? Now, here's the thing. Here's the issue. I'm going to tell you something also as equally as real. I do think that if you have enough adults in a group that you can, like, mentally adults in a group, you can figure the Discord death sentence guy out. You can deal with it. You could deal with it.
Yeah.
However, this is the internet we're talking about. I don't think I've been in a single group in my entire life where everyone has been equally as mature or more than I am. And it's almost an inevitability.
Dude,
it's almost just like, it's impossible.
There are people, because this is also true if you manage a public Discord server, like a streamer. Like, there are so many people who do not fit the vibe, but who have not done anything wrong.
Yes.
And I don't know how to save these people. I don't know how to be like, you won't fit in here. I think we have to filter them out ourselves. That's what bullying is for. Handshake emoji.
What bullying is
anyway,
for?
My vote here is cringe but free.
Cringe but free. Huh.
They haven't done anything wrong, but I do find them annoying.
That's true, but like, the results of them is so annoying. Like, the people have to go make a new Discord. You got all the like classic things that you had in that old Discord are basically gone. They're not archived. They're all dead. You have to make a new Discord. And the new vibes have to set in. You have to break in the couch. It's just all because of this one guy.
I don't know if it's all because of the one guy, though. I think it might be because of everybody else.
It is because of everybody else, but like, I think that this one guy is the...
They didn't do anything wrong!
You're right! But people can't be mature. It's impossible. Everyone's a fucking idiot. No one's a mature adult in this goddamn world.
There were so many ways to prevent this.
There were so many, but people being mature adults was not one of them. It's impossible. It doesn't exist. Sci-Fi. I was a vibe preserver in a Discord long ago that maybe only Anubis in chat knows of. I was a vibe preserver in that Discord, the lead vibe preserver. Not even one of them, the lead vibe preserver. And I did everything within my power to save the vibe. I'm talking like I was thinking night and day. I was in the shower thinking about how to preserve the vibe. And I just could not because of those people. And this type of guy
I have
activates those
also
people.
Been in that scenario. And the conclusion that
shattered
I've
me.
got through is that sometimes some people gotta go.
Sometimes some people gotta go, and the unfortunate thing is just like those piece of shit bastards. I love them, but those bastards can't literally just be like, all right, let's all kick them, or no, all right, let's try to solve this issue and see if they can continue to be here. That doesn't exist. Their first thing is to run away
That's
from
not
conflict.
his fault.
It isn't, but he's the harbinger. It's just like, man, I wish
He's
this
just
group could have
literally
lasted for a little
bit
bit longer.
cringe. Those people
I
are
wish-
also the problem.
I don't, but you surely, Sci-Fi, you've had groups in the
I
past
agree.
that you would have wished would lasted just a little bit longer, but because this guy arrived,
Yes, but I have dealt
everyone
with.
revealed
I have
to
dealt
themselves
with
that they were
Here's the thing.
children and fucking.
I have dealt with too many Discord mean girls and to be like fucking
Yes, thank you.
like that. But for me, those people are worse. They would be lower on the list. They would be like log off or delete your account. This guy is slightly annoying. He's cringe but free. Conflict avoidance is worse.
I need to make another one that says like the guys that cannot do conflict resolution.
I've moderated a 200-player VR chat roleplay server. I know about conflict avoidance. It's worse.
We need the conflict resolution incapable type guy.
Yeah, that's.
And then those guys would just
Those guys would be like, delete your account.
delete your fucking account, man. Okay, Discord death sentence, cringe with free. It's not their fault. It's not their
You ever
fault.
see that Fallout cutscene where the guy at the vault, he's like, I'm sorry, you're a hero, but you have to leave.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. This shit just brings up traumatic fucking.
For real.
It's like, because the Discord death sentence.
Me
if you're
and
just one
Bobber
of the
were both
people-
forged in 2018 VR chat.
the flames
The-
of those
yeah.
times. They shattered me. That's why I'm not a vibe preserver anymore. I can't. Vibe preservers are actual heroes, and I'm sorry, being a hero takes effort, and
It
I've
does.
had enough dealing with these fucking children. I just can't.
Yup.
Anyways, moving on. Shitpost smuggler.
This is one of yours. I'm
Finally, one of mine. Woo! Or actually, this Discord. one
Discord
was
death
too.
sentence is one of
Um,
yours, yeah, too.
So this shitpost smuggler is the guy that sends you shitposts from other platforms that you're not on, or shitposts that you've almost certainly never seen.
Yeah,
Like
the,
I'm
the
not on
rare
TikTok,
shit
and these are the
posts.
guys that
Yeah.
just send me TikToks. And I think they're glue. I think they're incredibly important. I would not be aware of whatever the newest meme or shitpost or whatever the hell it is everyone's discussing, because I'm getting old. Okay, I'm getting old. I don't want to make a TikTok. Okay, I don't want to have an Instagram. Okay, I have a Twitter, and that's good enough. And even that's gonna die someday
The
soon enough.
shitpost
Thanks to
smuggler
Elon.
is like a connoisseur. Like they're like, I got some good shit for you.
They do. They bring you like the silver platter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Discord, anywhere, they will send you a DM of a link to a separate platform that shows whatever that good ass shitpost is.
Yep.
So to me, they're invaluable. To me, they're invaluable, actually. I would even rank them. I would consider an argument of ranking them up there. But
Holy shit, Agent Kronos,
Sir,
bro.
sir, have you heard about
He's
our
got
savior?
that dude. That's the fucking the dormant lurker, bro. He's got he's the only motherfucker in chat with a founder badge.
damn, what up, Lurker King?
Holy.
Absolute King Lurker. These people are crucial to me and my living. I would not be as knowledgeable about memes and shitposts and stuff
Yeah.
if it wasn't for them. And both of my jobs, like my main job, massively benefits from me knowing what everyone's like, what the culture's about. And also my part-time job of streaming also massively benefits from it. So shitpost smuggler,
Yep.
you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to put them in cornerstone. You tell
know
me if
what?
they don't deserve it to be.
I think I agree with you.
How has a shitpost
I have
smuggler
normie
affected
friends who
your
ask
life,
me how I
Sci-Fi?
get my best memes. They don't know how many shitpost smugglers I know. Yes, dude. Yes.
Yeah. I know
Dude,
a guy. Shout out Arulis. I don't know if you're in chat. Shout out Arulis.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, so, dude, I don't keep up with, like, like videos or like certain like platforms like TikTok, and then but I get like the best shit sent to me through the shitpost smugglers.
Yeah. And they take it upon themselves too. They don't have to. They could just like the tweet and then just move on. But they go like, nah, Bobber
The
will love
good
this. And they
ones
send
also, yeah, are like they have your taste in mind.
it. Yes.
So like some of my friends will send me like D&D TikToks or something like that because they'll know that like, oh, the sci-fi will like this.
Precisely.
They're a messenger from across the no man's land. Yeah.
I have to trudge through funny junk and Brazilian discords to find some of this shit. They save you the effort, you know? They give you that raw fucking... They send you raw cocoa beans through the mail.
Honestly, Bobber, you're a bit of a shitpost smuggler for good Siva Gunner.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I will take that compliment. I appreciate that. I do that live for anyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, guys, come to the auction where I will sell you guys. I will manually sort through this, and anything I find good, you guys can have.
Real.
Shitpost Smugglers Cornerstone Socialite. We need them.
We need them.
All right. Next up, Letterbox Larry.
Yep. This is the cinema enjoyer. They're always this is the guy you look to after the movie ends so that you know how to feel.
Yeah. This is the guy that like will post their thoughts and opinions.
He really wants everyone in the Discord to watch all the Best Picture nominees for this year.
Oh, they're the hyper movie guy.
Yeah, big time movie guy.
I see.
I look for the Kojima tweet. Yeah.
Huh.
The critical thinker. Yeah.
I don't know. They seem pretty neutral to me. They have some aspects that are cringe adjacent, but they're like... I mean, if this guy was different, let's say like they were like a Twitter artist, Larry, and they're just like, check this artist, check out that artist. I'd be like, oh, this guy's based. But like... I don't know, it being a movie thing, which is much more mainstream and normal, I'm just like, okay, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
Dude,
they're neutral, unless you have thoughts on them that I don't know.
Is that when Kojima watches a movie, he tweets either like a 5-paragraph like dissection of how this is like true art, or he's just like, I saw this movie today, and then that's it. Yeah, saw Wonder Woman. But here's what also makes Kojima a true Letterbox Larry is that all movies enter on equal playing ground in his eyes. Like, he will put a 5-paragraph thing together on how he really loved Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, he's like, oh yeah, I saw The Electric State.
And he's a movie guy.
Yeah.
He's more of a movie guy than he is a video game guy. Mm-hmm. He literally makes movies more than he makes video games. So, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think this is true neutral. I do look to these people sometimes when I need good movie recommendations. But other than that, they're very much in their lane.
I'm a very, like, on Letterboxd Larry, I'm that one Futurama clip. I have no strong opinions one way or the other.
Yep.
Now, where do they land here? Does it matter, or is it just like, eh?
I think probably they're about the same as Wario 64 Disciple.
Okay. We might value them slightly more, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next up. TikTok Thomas.
Yup. Self-proclaimed the big TikTok guy. He loves nothing more than to scroll TikTok for hours, and they experienced real withdrawal when their app was down for 4 hours.
Now, chat, do you remember last time when I said that, guys, don't listen to what Sci-Fi said about the Nintendo guy? Just listen to the words the Nintendo guy. And would you define me as the Nintendo guy? I would like to run another thought experiment,
You're
guys.
absolutely the Nintendo guy, by the way.
I am. Now, let's do another thought experiment. Chat, disregard what Sci-Fi just said about TikTok Thomas. If you hear the words TikTok Thomas, is Sci-Fi a TikTok Thomas?
No.
Yes
I don't even use the app.
Dude, you give the vibes. What? Everyone says no. I feel like you were on you literally said you're on TikTok nonstop.
No, man, I don't.
How do you get the Costco guys then?
I get the Costco guys. I get TikToks served to me through my Twitter For You page and through Blair, who sends me TikToks.
Okay, so it's all smugglers for you.
Yeah,
for the
I
TikTok
use
stuff.
smugglers for TikTok. But like, I don't. I'm not like being like I'm a big TikTok guy. I watch TikTok all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I must have been mistaken. Okay, so Blair and Boone. Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know.
I'll be so real. This might be log off, dude. For me, sometimes I get sent like 6 TikToks from the same person, and I'm like, I'm not watching these.
I ain't watching that. I'm sorry for you, or I'm happy that happened, but I ain't watching
This is
that.
not log off, dude. Like, get away from me. This is log off. I'm concerned for you.
Yes. I would agree with that, because I don't know too many. Well, okay, I know a couple of TikTok Thomases, and they're never like healthy about it.
No, yeah, it's always like they spend like 5 hours a day scrolling.
They're on the shitter, they're on TikTok. They're in bed before sleep, they're on TikTok. They wake up after sleep, they're on TikTok. That ain't right, man. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just that's just that ain't right. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
And because I don't interact that much with too many TikTok Thomases, I don't like have that much of an opinion on them. I wish I did. I just don't have much of an opinion on them. Like occasionally Boone will just say some incomprehensible string of words and
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck
going to
did
bed,
you just
guys.
say?
The next 3 hours are sending me TikToks.
Yeah, your ass is not asleep. Yeah, I mean
think that's a pretty solid one.
that's solid log off. It's not just TikTok. It could be Twitter Thomas, where it's just
Oh,
like
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what like got me to finally uninstall Twitter from my phone.
Yeah. Twitter, being a Twitter Thomas is, I guess, our vice. It might be difficult. We're trying to get rid of it. I'm on there at least an hour or two. I don't know. Man, no, it's not that bad. Maybe
Yeah,
like an hour
YouTube
a
Shorts
day.
is the same.
I'm a YouTube guy. I'm bad
Yeah?
on YouTube. I
You
need
be-
to
you be
watch my
watching
sub
YouTube
feed every
Shorts?
day.
I
I'm
look at
on
my
my
sub
sub feed.
feed. I watch a lot of YouTube videos off the sub feed, but I'm not scrolling the shorts.
No, not at all. I never watch shorts. I hate shorts.
Log off derogatory and log off concerned. I mean, it would be log off dude is the derogatory, go to bed is the concerned, you know?
I'll put them in the top of log off, dude.
Yeah.
All right, next. Gimmick account RP. All right, this is Milk Ape. This is Milk Ape. This is Donkey Kong Ape. This is Mario. This is Kirby. This is the entire Donkey Kong cinematic universe. This is Shaggy. This is every character that exists. This is everything. And half the times they're RPing pretty, like, actually faithfully. Half the times they're smoking crack. So it's a wide spectrum. And it
Please
can be many
elaborate
different
on Milk
types.
Ape. You'll have to do your own research.
You go to Twitter and type Milk Ape. That's all you need to see. Okay.
Yep.
By the way, Milk Ape, it was part of the Donkey Kong cinematic universe, so it's important lore. All right, Milk Ape. Donkey Kong Ape is also a really big one. Donkey Kong Ape is also a really, really big one. He tweets like deranged shit.
I'm gonna be so real. This one might be all you. I do not get these people on my feed.
You don't? Dude,
No.
I get them all the time. Dude, I have 7 different monsters from the new Monster Hunter on my feed. I have Ray Dow, I have Uthduna, I have Arkveld. They're all on my feed and they're just talking about shit. They're just like, bro, I can't believe Laggy's coming to ruin my forest. And then the other guys are in their replies like, I'm so sorry for you, dude. I'm so sorry. Like, they're just talking. They're real. They're just real and they're RPing. I can pull it up right now, chat. I can pull it up right now.
I might need to see an
Uthduna-
example of Uthduna.
Ooh, there it is. Thank you, Anubis. Yeah. Look at this. Tuna. New account rules. Raid out. Blocked. Nudra blocked. Semtrios DM me. 7,000 likes. This is just, it's the real Tuna from Monster Hunter. Cornerstone. I'm surprised you don't see them so far. They're like half my feed. It's all gimmick
Dude.
accounts. Cornerstone.
You know what this reminds me of? And it's not strictly a character gimmick account.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen legit gaming leaks?
Is that the one that's just some bullshit?
No, it's like the one that's like the new Nintendo Switch will be able to connect to a screen.
Yeah. Or like the people that parody Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
That are just like, yeah.
Like I just pulled up their profile to get an example, and their first one is legit gaming leaks. Marvel Rivals will add a new character based on Marvel Comics.
Yes. Do parody accounts fall into this like the Kojima one? Yes. The real Leffenbot falls into this.
Deep Leffen, yeah.
Deep Leffen falls into this.
I think this is the glue.
This is also the accounts that like they aren't RP dedicated, but there's like this really funny like tweet
Dude,
that goes out, right?
Seen the fucking
Yeah.
the fucking tweet of it's somebody playing Elden Ring and they like die to a boss and they get a Steam message and it's Hideo Kojima and they say, "I will help you, summon me." And they're like, "Thank you, Mr. Kojima," and he says, "No problem, please play my game Death Stranding."
Yeah. That's an RP account.
Yeah.
That's an RP account. That's an RP account. There's also this other very rare type
These
of RP
are at
account.
their most powerful when you encounter them naturally.
When you encounter
Yeah,
them naturally.
dude, okay. The Nintendo Switch 2 will be announced before it's released. It's got me fucking good.
It's classic. There's also these ones that like whenever they see a very sparkling opportunity, they change their icon to a person or to a guy, and they change their name, and then they quote retweet it and get a billion retweets. Yeah, they tweet like, "What the hell?" Yeah, exactly. Those ones. I'm personally, my thing is that these guys are definitely some level of glue, because even if you yourself don't run an RP account, you've done on Discord you've had a thing where everyone on Discord changed their names to like fucking Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi.
Yep.
And you guys were all in VC and you guys shit posted for like an hour. You need that. That is important. This is a very, very, very important. I would even put them like year, like right behind the lurker. Like
I agree.
Incredibly, incredibly important. America became Luigi for a month.
Dude, the Find Luigi account was a great gimmick.
Find Luigi account was peak for real. And the fact that it came out, that was just art. That was just straight up art, how everything unfolded the way that it did.
Yeah. That was,
Dear
dude,
Lord.
I still think about that tweet. That was like, days like this on Twitter is like there's a bird in the classroom.
There's a bird in the classroom.
I still think about that every time I see something that's like gets people up into a frenzy. I'm like, dude, there's a bird in the classroom.
There's a bird in the classroom. And I had that shit actually happen in my classroom a couple months ago. Door was cracked open, bird flew in, and it was like, oh my god, there's a literal bird in the classroom. All right. Anubis, I'm so happy that you brought up like Milk Ape before I even brought this up. That's you're a real one for that. Okay, next. NSFW artist. I'm just
You would.
I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna put that there. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna put that there.
Cringe,
and you can do all the talking. You can do all the talking.
This is cringe but free.
This is cringe but free?
Yeah.
It's Okay, it's time. Let's begin. Let's begin. We're on the opposite sides of the hallway. Okay. Chat, what's correct? Do we want to hear the person that wants to bring them lower first, or do you want to hear the person that wants to bring them higher first? Who goes first here? Tell us, chat.
Everyone is against Sai. You're all terminally online gooners. Grow up.
The one who's least horny. We need Sai. Okay, Sai, go ahead. They're calling you up to the stage.
But listen, my defense is very simple. Grow up.
Oh.
I think it's fine to look at anime girls with big booba, but be so real with yourself right now.
Dude, Anubis, I'm with you, man. This is sci-fi Spider-Man walking on the rooftop right now. Well, if you stand your case on that, I'm ready to be called up to the judges.
I would not put this in quarters. No, that's me after Sai called me a gooner.
Allow me to be okay. Before I get into a lot of the more contentious topics, I want to bring out the thing that matters the most. That is, in my opinion, objective and unarguable, and that's this one simple fact: if your platform does not allow NSFW, no one's on that shit, bro. NSFW artists are the reason things can even begin to exist in the first place. They took NSFW off Tumblr, everyone pronounced it dead on the spot. The moment NSFW is off Twitter, it will be dead on the spot. Any platform that currently doesn't allow NSFW, like Instagram or whatever, is all normies. No one that's a non-normie is using Instagram to any significant level. NSFW is the flower bed of life. That's where I'll begin my argument.
I disagree so heavily because some NSFW artists are the most vile, fucking, like, disgusting gooner shit you've ever seen.
Yes.
They can't be a cornerstone.
Sai, they are like the salamanders that evolved from the first fish to come up on land. Okay, yes, they're ugly.
So,
yes,
I'm sorry,
like,
I respect women too much. I'm sorry, I'm too woke.
Oh, no, don't bring out the women card. Don't you fucking bring out the women card. Half of them are women. Half of them are drawing men touching each other, slathered up. Okay? You cannot bring that up. I object. Half of them are women.
I would put this, the highest I would go is the glue. I would not put this in corners though.
They're critical. They are absolutely critical.
What is I hate Twitter sex workers? No, I hate people who are fucking making, like, objectively heinous gooner shit that, like, objectifies women in, like, the worst way possible with, like, breasts that are, like, the size of blimps, bro.
Dude, you're Spider-Man at the rooftop, man.
You're Spider-Man on the rooftop because I called you out.
But you're calling everyone out. That's the thing. You're the alone one. We're all dancing and jumping around, and people are over there drawing freaking tigers with penises the size of the skyscrapers, and these other people are over there drawing like the most insane shit you've ever seen. And then there's people over there just drawing regular, normal NSFW that's quite vanilla. And then there's people over there that are drawing like semi-vanilla NSFW, and everyone's just dancing around.
You made the category NSFW artist. You have to accept what comes with it.
And I'm saying they're okay. I will meet you in the middle and say that yes, they're obviously, just like, I'm gonna be real, literally any of these other guys, there are, freaking
gets brainwashed of that thing.
They're bad parts of all of these guys.
You are.
But I'm just saying. Look at what Erigo said in chat and disagree with that.
You're the fucking gets brainwashed of that thing guy right now.
Am I getting brainwashed?
I'm just saying. You're the gets brainwashed of that thing guy.
Okay. Hold on now. I will give you here's your ultimatum. Okay? Here's your ultimatum. NSFWR does not exist on the internet anymore. What happens? Go.
That's why I'm not saying that they're like delete your account, man. I'm saying they're not Cornerstone. I can spend a day on Twitter without gooning.
You don't think that there's a large-scale fallout? Chat, may I ask you, the people, speak. Do you agree or disagree with me when I say if NSFWR ceases to exist on the internet,
real porn still exists,
there will not be a large-scale fallout? Sai, would your opinion change if at the top of this it said vanilla NSFW artist?
No! I won't look at porn of 50-foot tall anime women, man. I get it. I'm just saying it's not Cornerstone. Go one day without gooning.
Like how people are starting to refer to just enjoying these images as gooning. Gooning is, I think gooning has become an unnecessarily negatively derogatory word for people that just want to look at NSFW art. Chancey's clapping for me right now. Gooning is like,
I put
okay,
this,
you know,
I put NSFW artists are the glue that keeps communities together. They're not a Cornerstone.
Okay, I will agree with Sai and say if it's like a Discord group, you don't need that.
Yeah, because
the NSFW artist is not the cornerstone of a Discord group.
Because I can ban NSFW from my Discord, and that's fine.
Exactly. And same with me. So in a Discord context, I agree with you. I would even put them as in a Discord context. I'd even say, yeah, you're right, cringe but free, like 100%. But I think like.
I still think you can extrapolate to the internet as a whole, and you make that's the glue. For social media in general, they're like the lurker, for for like the amount of stuff that they do, like holding the community together. But I don't think they're a Cornerstone because some of them are freaks.
They are, but like you can just not follow them. So yeah, I don't know. I there's I'm just gonna say a sad truth and sad tragedy right now that many chatters will agree with. A extremely large amount of people that use social media literally have a separate account to follow NSFW artists because they're scared of being judged. And that's truly one of the saddest travesties of real life.
If they ever make likes public again, I'm deleting my account.
You're closeted. You're so closeted, man. You gotta just let it go for just not fully. When
that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they're the glue.
Like,
they're not Cornerstone.
Halfway.
Because I think if they're a Cornerstone, you're gooning too much.
They're not the gooners. They're the guys that supply.
No, but I think if NSFWs are your Cornerstone, you need another hobby.
I don't know where to begin right now. If I think that they are foundational, that doesn't mean that you only log into Goon and then you log off. But you need these people to exist. I'm not a goon. I've never gooned once in my entire life. I've literally never done it. I don't see what the use of that is.
I put them
Boone,
in the
what the hell
glue.
do you
They
have
don't.
to
They
say?
don't go any higher.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take the glue. I'll take the
They
glue.
could go high. They could go high.
I'll take the glue.
They could go next to OC only artist, or between
Okay.
OC only artist and dormant artist.
Okay. Here, I'll do you a favor. I'll move dormant artist above both of them.
Okay.
There you go. Boone, this one's been heated. We've been. This is hilarious. I love it. Okay, next. Discord billboard.
I fucking hate this fucking guy. Go ahead,
I
dude.
want this
give me
guy
the
to
give
stop.
me the description that you wrote.
The description is this. Discord billboard. Self-promotes in the Discord, never posts anything else.
Yep, they're a fucking billboard. Like I've thought about deleting the self-promo channel in my Discord because of people like this who would never post anything else except self-promo, or like making the
Log off.
self-promo channel. You know what? I'm gonna go a bridge further. Delete your account.
You're gonna delete them? Oh my god! I want to delete them, but I'm just like,
Dude.
Sometimes they do actually post something pretty good, but I'm like,
I
dude,
mean-
like at least, like,
You know what? No, I looked at the tiers that we have in delete your account. They're not that bad. If they
Yeah.
just post anything else in the Discord, just interact with the community if you're gonna
Anything.
self-promo.
anything, say hello in general chat once a week.
You know, I've considered
Anything.
deleting the self-promo channel in my Discord because of like people who like never like post in the Discord and just use it, or like making it like a sub-only thing.
Delete it, man. To get rid of that shit, dude. It's just no need. I remember deleting mine like 7 years ago, man. I made it like I instantly figured out, oh, this is just spam. No one that's in the community is even checking this place. It ruins it.
Discord
Sub
billboard
only's
guy doesn't
big.
realize no one actually looks at the self-promo channel. Yeah.
Yeah, no one looks there. You're wasting your time, man.
If they post the ad in general, then it's delete your account. But at
Oh,
least
yeah, it's over.
they're doing it in the designated billboard channel.
They usually do it in the like the content share channel, yeah. Let's make this more interesting, Sci-Fi. Where would you rate Discord billboard amongst these 4 other compatriots it has next to it?
I would put them I honestly think they might be the lowest out of all of these.
You think so?
Maybe they're above Farmville Frank, but I don't think they're above many others.
At least Farmville Frank is active and usually chats in
Yeah.
the Discord.
At least
This
you have
is-
one thing to talk to Farmville Frank about.
You're a bot. You're literally a bot
Yeah,
for this.
this is again like 2,000 followers, 2,000 following, and Reddit reposter. This is like you
Yeah.
are a human, you're exhibiting bot behavior.
Except the worst part about it is you're not free. You're
You're
doing
not
this
free.
for gain.
You're chained. Yeah.
You're doing this for personal gain.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're bottom log off.
Remember, chat, this is different than the guy that goes like, hey, I made this cool thing today. Like, that's love that. Post that in the Discord. That's awesome.
This is people who only self-promote and never engage with the community.
Yes. All right, we've done it.
How many
I'm very
guys do we have
successful.
left?
Well, we have 43 total this time,
Jesus Christ.
and we're done. We're getting there. We're almost done. I'd say maybe like another hour max, maybe. I don't know. Next up, giveaway Greg. The
Dude.
only reason that they have a social media account is to enter giveaways and nothing else.
Dude,
It's giveaway
This-
Greg.
this is delete your account, because what these fucking people do, they fucking do giveaway Greg shit until their account gets a lot of followers, and then they sell their account to like a crypto bro.
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. They're like Twitter account with to 40,000 followers on sale.
How did they get 40,000 followers?
They host giveaways that you have to follow to enter the giveaway.
Oh shit, you're saying those people too. I was
Yeah.
just saying people that make social media accounts because they need to make them so that they can enter all the giveaways.
Oh, these are the people who enter of the Dude, these people suck too because their feeds are I constantly see them retweeting fucking
It's a retweet
I'm
of
doing
everything.
my daily retweet to win a free Corsair keyboard.
You go on their account, retweet for Corsair keyboard, retweet for Asus motherboard,
Yeah.
retweet for
They eat up
Pokemon
scams
cards.
for breakfast.
Yes. Half the time the retweets are they're scams, but they're retweeting everything. But like, no one also follows them.
That's an
mainly?
instant block for me. This is delete your account either way.
I kind of do want to put them in giveaway, Greg, because I do feel like
I don't know.
I want to put them in log off because
Okay, make
giveaways
an
are meant
argument.
to like engage like the community. But this guy isn't part of the community. They're here to go scalp everything they see for free.
Sometimes you win. I won $200 headphones once in a giveaway.
But what was the giveaway, Logger? Was it part of like at least some semblance of a community that you somewhat identify as? Somewhat?
Yeah, or was it some random like Gleam.io hit these 5 things to get X entries a day? It was a streamer doing a giveaway and I was a member of it. Okay, that's different though.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But if it's Gleam.io like Sci-Fi's saying, and you have no idea who the shit any of these things
Just
are, and it's just
gamble like a normal person. Yeah, this is log off, dude.
log off. And I put them probably above some of these guys.
I would, yeah, above Farmville Frank.
There we go.
The tech
Log
support
off, man.
villain might go fucking. I
Do we
hate
wanna
the tech support
reconsider where he
villain. The
goes?
tech support villain might be at the absolute bottom of log off, dude.
Yeah, I'll that's deal. I'll deal with that.
All right,
Next up, obscure shipper.
this one's all you.
There's no explicable reason why they ship these individuals. This person ships like the rarest 2 guys from some game. This person ships like their OC with like, I don't know, some random guy. Oh, here's a great example. Recently, one of these obscure shippers got really popular on Twitter. They ship themselves with Game & Watch.
What?
Yes.
I have
Have
not
anyone of you
seen
in chat
that.
seen? They ship themselves with Game & Watch, and they draw like art of them in bed.
I thought
with
you
Game
were
&
going to
Watch.
talk about the person who draws their Fallout New Vegas OC.
No. That's just OC only artist. This is like, remember the last time we did a Guy tier list, and I told you that there's a Yuri artist or a Yahweh artist that draws Crump and fucking the 1,000-Year Door enemy guys like
Oh yeah.
being homosexual with one another. And that's amazing and incredible. Like, this is those people. And I ever since that stream, Sci-Fi, I realized I follow a lot of them.
You know what?
I follow so many.
But you're an art guy. That's like, these are your people.
I guess maybe it's because of who I am.
I think these are the most true neutral that you could possibly be. These people are like, not only are they in their lane, they carved the lane that they're in themselves.
Damn. Yeah, they did. There's only one person I know that keeps drawing them with Game & Watch.
This is like, yeah, they're true neutral. Like, they're in that little space, and like, and people will just walk by and see them and like thumbs up. You know, they're
Thumbs up.
the most truly harmless individual.
Good shit. I agree with top of this for sure, easily. Yeah. Chat, I can name so many. There's the 1,000-Year Door one. Multiple. I follow 3 that specifically draw Grotus and Crump.
Yeah, professional
I
haters
follow-
hate these guys.
Do they?
Yeah, well, that and the anime PFP derogatories hate these guys.
Anime PvP derogatory 100% hate these guys. Yes.
Yeah.
There's someone there's someone that I follow that draws what's his name? Well, who's the bad guy from Shadowbringers? With the gray hair.
I don't know. I don't play FF14.
FF14 people speak. What's his name? Emmett. They draw Emmett Selk with Urianger. They draw Emmett Selk and Urianger.
This is the same thing
day.
I was talking about earlier. When we were talking about the OC artist, that like here's art of my OC and Cloud Strife making out. Like this is like
Yes, same guy.
yeah, this is the same guy.
My number one response to them is go off.
Yeah.
Go off, king. Go off, queen.
Yeah, dude.
Anime PFP replies that, yeah.
Yeah, these people would never get together. Grow up. You're literally stupid. It's just like it's like, bro, they're in their own lane.
They're in their own lane. Half the time I also see people that ship like a guy from a completely different series with some other guy.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, the Mandalorian with Luigi. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Do it. Go on.
They would be bros.
They'd be bros. And maybe kind of like touch each other sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Alright. Next up. Desperate TikToker. So here's all I wrote, okay?
Okay.
Their posts just make you feel sad. Why are you doing this? Go and make something honest for once. That's what I wrote.
Question.
Yes.
Is this encapsulating the guy on TikTok Live who pretends that he's Spider-Man?
NPC behavior?
The Spider-Man Miles Morales TikTok NPC.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
This encapsulates all the NPC.
Because he does make me so sad. But he's just sitting there and he's just like, he's sitting there in his full Spider-Man costume. He's like, it's like, please, someone donate a galaxy emoji, please.
Yeah. There are the good ones on the rare occasion that are just like, thank you for donating 50 glizzies. There's that. There's the like, I need more bullets. There's that. But like, these are the guys that are not at the top like those people. These are just the desperate content creators.
Activating Glizzy Overdrive.
These are the people that are sad, and there's like maybe 8 viewers that are watching them, and like they're doing nothing unique. Whatever the latest bandwagon is, they're on it.
This is log
Whatever
off
the latest
parentheses
is.
Concerned.
Yeah. This goes here in my opinion.
Dude, okay.
Or even
this
here.
is a
Or
fucking
no, here.
crazy fucking poll. I was in a Discord VC like a week ago, and somebody was screen sharing their TikTok feed, and they kept running into the same live stream of 2 dudes in a field. One of them is dressed up as Ultraman, and the other is like in an inflatable monster costume, and they're just like, just tackling each other in the field, and it's like, donate this emoji for Ultraman to win, and then they like do it, and it starts playing the music, and he fucking gets up and does a running kick at the guy in the inflatable suit, and then they revert right back into the pose of like Ultraman on the ground and the monster on tackling him, and it's just like, every time we saw it, it was like 30 minutes later, I'm like, no, Ultraman, someone help him.
No. Wow. Okay, that's creativity. That's peak. That's creativity.
It was like a highlight of my night, bro. I'm just like, every time someone would donate a fucking emoji and that fuck-ass music went on, and he would do a full-ass flying kick at his friend in the inflatable monster suit.
Dude, that sounds like the funniest Discord night ever.
It was so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, there's so many of these people that are like, unfortunately, they're from like third world countries that like you make like $3 a day. That's like your entire wage, and they find it more worthwhile to like do some insane TikTok shit than any of this other stuff. I mean, you know, before TikTok,
Tokusatsu.
before TikTok, it was Fiverr. If you guys
Yeah.
remember, you could go on Fiverr and find like,
Dude, the guy who
people
made the
from
Balatro
disparaged
OST was a
countries.
guy on Fiverr.
huh?
The guy who made the OST for Balatro was a dude that Local Thunk hired on Fiverr.
Yeah. Oh my god, bruh, that's an insane deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people on Fiverr.
Yeah. Fiverr was
Anyways.
based until they doubled down on their support of AI. Yeah, exactly. Chat, don't let this distract you from the fact that Duolingo fired over half their staff in favor of generative AI language models.
You know the thing that pisses me off the most, my friend? Recently on Twitter, I know you've deleted it, and good job for you. But recently
I still
on
check
Twitter,
it on the desktop.
oh, good. Okay, well then you're probably aware. There's just been a massive trend where people were like doing Studio Ghibli AI versions of whatever
Yeah, I
thing they
fucking hate
wanted.
that shit, man.
And there's just like there's the goblins that proliferate that type of content. There's the noble warriors that hate that protect them. There's the pro haters. I mean, the whole ecosystem is like fully thriving. And I'm gonna promote my own tweet. I just made a tweet the other day that truly came from my heart. It came from a deep place. And the tweet says this. I said, people would rather scream and argue about art than actually support an artist.
Yep.
I'm just sitting there going like, how many of these people that are like, I love art and art's the best, and
Dude,
screw
you know what it
AI
is? It's
guys.
your
Like, how
fucking-
many of you guys commissioned the person in the past year?
You're the fucking dude, like, on the fucking hill watching, like, the battle rage on in the distance, and you're just like, why? How did
Why?
it come to this?
Precisely. Why? What happened? Like, guys, just if this wouldn't be as big of a problem, it would still be a problem, but this wouldn't be nowhere as large of a problem if half of you posers actually commissioned some art from a fucking artist for once in your damn life. Anyways,
Dude, I found a
story short.
cool-ass mecha artist the other day. I was like, looking at Twitter, and they post, like, the cleanest, like, line art of a mech that I've ever seen. And then they were
hell
like
yeah.
the nicest guy possible, and they were like, it makes me feel happy in the age of AI image generation that people will still hire me to draw their robots.
oh, that's tear
And
jerking.
I'm like, I need to follow this person, and I need to wait for their commissions to open.
Oh, absolutely. You need to be in line number one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I would commission more artists if I knew what I wanted artists to draw for
I'm
me.
in the same fucking boat, bro.
T, here's the awesome thing. I'm gonna tell you something that's incredibly awesome, and it's something that I don't blame people for not realizing, because it's kind of, it takes a while for people to realize this, but I will tell you what you need to know. All you don't even need an OC, you don't even need a specific request. If there's an artist that whenever they post, 98% of the time you're like, damn, that's some good ass shit, literally just DM them and say, draw something. Here's some money. Maybe here's like a kind of loose idea of something, maybe that you can consider or not even consider. Who cares? Just draw something. Draw something for me. Draw something for me. That's it. That's all you need to do, man. That's literally it. If you're okay with not receiving some perfectly, I know a handful of people that are like, no, I need something that is exactly to my specifications by pixel per square inch, and that's fine. You can be like that, but I'm telling you, man, you could just DM the guy.
I have messaged a bunch of artists that where I've been like, I'm in love with your style. Here is the reference album for my OC. Draw this in however you want.
That's the most peak kind of commissioner ever. If that's the best possible thing you could do. If you see an artist, you just go like, here's my guy, do your thing, and just send it to me at the end. You know, I will.
Yeah.
The chances of me asking for you to edit anything are
it's like
infinitesimal.
the only like thing is like they send me a work in progress like sketch. Is like, does this look okay? Like, looks great, King.
Looks great. Keep it going. That's the peakest type of commissioner. If I could, I would open commissions and only ask for people that don't want to see sketches. They just want to pay and get the final product. But I realize that unfortunately not a lot of those people exist. But if you do that, you're peak.
I think seeing sketches is cool, even if I don't have any revisions to make.
That's the thing. You can absolutely ask for sketches and the artist will provide them, but it's the revision part where it's just like, all right, is this guy going to be the guy that asks for revisions? Which is fine, you're paying for it, and if they let you do revisions in the contract, then you're absolutely within your thing to do revisions. But I do kind of in the future want to open commissions that are like, hey guys,
my revisions
no
be
revisions.
Like, can you make it look awesome?
Could you make it look cooler?
Make it look cooler.
All right, next up. Oops. Shades, cap, low angle car selfie.
This is such a specific type of guy.
But you know though. it's specific. Here, I'll show the image. There it is. Here you go. You know? This person.
It's always a low-angle car selfie, man. It's always a low-angle car selfie.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Not all of these guys are racists.
Yes, not all of them. Some of them
Some
are
of
just
them
dads
are
that
just
like to
dads
go
that
fishing.
love fishing. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Prove it.
Prove it? I mean, you gotta go through their profile and check the media tab, and if you see a fish the first there, you're like there.
These guys sometimes just post like their fishing catch, and they post like a new tire they bought for their truck. You know?
Yep.
Of course, half of them are MAGA people.
Yeah.
But, you know, the other half, I'm a half so generous. I'd say, I don't know, 20%
Half
are
is generous. It's about, yeah, I'd say 20%.
Yeah. It's a smaller fraction.
You really got them the critical hit with the shades cap low angle car selfie.
It's all of them, every single one.
This might be log off, dude, for me.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think the MAGA racists have enough.
I don't
have
think
too
the
much
fishing
sway.
boomers are posting well enough to outweigh the rest.
Yeah.
They comment on AI art on Facebook with beautiful. Yeah.
You're right. They can't tell between real art and AI art. You're right. Oh my god, they definitely do that. Fishing boomers are extinct. Okay, that's an entire discussion topic.
Whoa.
What?
I don't think fishing boomers are extinct, bro. If you told these people to log off, the fishing guys would be perfectly fine. They'd go back to fishing. Yeah, exactly. Clearly, you're not zoomed into the fishing algorithm.
You know what the problem is too? I feel like a lot of the people in this category that are the evil people have been radicalized thanks to being online.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to say log off. If they just logged off, they probably would not be radicals.
Yep.
I don't know. But if someone does want to make an argument for delete, then I'm also down for that.
I think it's log off, dude. It might be delete your account.
Some of them are good, and most of them are.
If they log off, they're just gonna go live normal lives.
Yeah.
But they need to delete the account so they don't get radicalized again. You know what? I think I might agree. I agree. Not everyone needs the internet. Delete the account.
Get off the servers. Get off the servers. Where do they go here? Who's the worst out of the four now?
I think they're
Let's reorganize.
I think anime PFP's got to be the worst.
Worse than homegrown engagement farmer?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Homegrown
I put
engagement farmer
homegrown
is like
here.
next.
Yeah.
I think this is a good. This
is good.
feels right to me.
This is right. Okay. We're like getting close to the
Yeah,
end
we're
here.
close.
HoloLive beta.
Go ahead.
Okay. Chat members, I'm calling halfing you out. Can actually name all the HoloLive VTubers and makes it their personality. They will never meet or meaningfully interact with any of them in their lives, but they act like they will in their posts. And by the way, this isn't just HoloLive. This goes for any celebrity.
Mhm.
The celebrity beta.
This is
Just like they...
this
yeah.
is prime log off behavior.
This is maximum parasocial relationship guy, basically.
Yeah,
This is person that just like... They're well-meaning almost always, but they're parasocial as fuck and they're cringe for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put them in cringe but free, but they're
These are the people
so
that actually
cringe.
cry over graduation posts. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
find a new hobby. It's log off.
Log off. I agree. Log off, man.
They do not
Step
have
on
emotional
grass.
maturity. Yeah, exactly.
Step on grass,
if they
bro.
had emotional maturity to be like, I'm a normal person, I just really fuck with VTubers, then they'd be cringe but free.
Yes, but they're the HoloLive beta. They're a
Yep.
guy that's just like anything and everything I need to know about my Oshi. I need to make sure I buy every single thing of merch also as well because they also know that I'm
I
buying it. They
found
know
out
my
what
name.
Oshi
Of course, they know
means
me.
usually. Recently, I thought people were talking about the guy from Mario.
No. Are you lying? Are you making this up?
I mean, I didn't know what it meant. That part's
You
true.
when you heard Oshi, you thought everyone was saying Yoshi.
I'm like, what? I thought it was Ashi. And I was like, what the fuck is an Ashi? I'm 30.
+2's chat. This is a +2 moment. This is a +2 moment.
And
I
then
put
and
the
then they
HoloLive-
explained it. They're like, that's like your favorite streamer. And I'm like, you can just say that. You don't need to make up a word for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I put them these below these two guys.
Yeah. These people really like OSHA.
Yeah, man. They love their housing regulations.
Yeah.
Artist with ruined media tab.
I just want to see your art, man.
Just
I
take a
hate that
moment.
Twitter puts all of your fucking GIF replies into your media tab. But it's also,
explain, bro.
but also, it's not your fault.
Here's my definition, chat. Please stop flooding my TL with food pics and reply gifs. I just want to see the niche yaoi you draw, man. Please. I can't take
This
it
is
anymore.
true neutral because I blame the platform. Because why the fuck
Yeah,
do
huh.
reply gifs go into your damn media tab?
You should be able to sort. You should be able to have a tab that you can pick whatever goes in there.
Yeah, like a
Why don't they have this?
yeah.
Just literally a custom tab. I don't understand why that doesn't exist.
You can yeah, I can't blame them. Yeah, why do retweets go in the media tab? Fucked up.
Wait, retweets? No, they don't. No way.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
think that.
I think if you like. if
I'm
you,
nearly
like-
certain retweets don't.
I
Thank
know.
God, 'cause if
I
they
know
did, it would be
reply.
hell.
I know reply gifs do.
Reply gifts 100% do, and that's the main cause of like most of it. And unfortunately, also like there's so
Wait,
many Japanese
retweeted
artists.
media goes into the tab too? No, hang on. Let me.
No,
check
they
my-
don't. No, they don't. I'll
No,
prove
no,
it
no,
wrong
no.
right now. Hold on.
No,
I'll prove it
I
wrong
gotta
right
fact
now.
check this. I gotta look at my own media tab. No. No.
Just literally check your own media time. It doesn't.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah. Thank God retweets don't go there. But that being said, I cannot tell you guys the sheer raw multitude of Japanese accounts that I want to follow because they draw insane, amazing art. But unfortunately, between each art post is 17 posts about the food they ate every day and like random figures that they bought and like their pulls on Arc Knights. I don't want to see that, man. I don't. I'm sorry.
But it's like, I can't blame them for being social on social media. I just want to see the art.
I wish this was organized.
I wish you could organize it.
Yeah, I accept my fate. Yeah. I don't know. I put these guys like
middle of true neutral.
Here, maybe even?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It's, dude.
If they have a Pixiv page, I'm popping off.
Yes. If they have some kind of like an Instagram or whatever, it's just
or like
post.
a separate feed that's like just their art. I'm like, hell yeah.
And I'm gonna be real. Half the time, I'm very critical on these people as well, because I'm like, okay, a lot of you guys seem to also be wanting to sell merch or like make dojins or like just like promote some kind of product or seemingly like do this as a job. Well, if you want to do this as a job, bro, stop posting your food.
Yeah.
It just ruins your feed. It makes it literally worse for you.
Yep.
So I'm like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So I'm kind of extra critical on them.
VGen is great for that too, for finding just a feed of people's art and like commissions they've done.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Text post savant. This guy's at drill.
This is a cornerstone for me.
This is a cornerstone for you.
This is a cornerstone for me, and I'm thinking of the fucking have you seen the Drew Carey watching fish at the Sphere tweets?
Drew Carey watching fish at the Sphere? What do you mean?
This might be my most terminally online poll ever.
Please show me. I'm
He
gonna
saw
literally
God.
Drew Carey.
He said something like, I think this is like what it's like to come with a pussy. Or like it was the Drew Carey fish.
Please show me this.
Yes, okay.
Is this a tweet?
I have it. Hang on. I'm gonna
Give it to me. I'll put it up on screen.
Yeah, I'll give you the part 1 and the part 2.
Two-parter, chat.
All right. This is the part 1.
Okay. So let's read it together here, chat. Oh, why can't I? It downloads. It doesn't even let me open it.
Shit.
What the shit? Hold on. Let me do that. I'll get it to you, chat. Give me one moment. All right, there it is.
Yo, fish at the Sphere. I swear I talked to God. I would give you all my money, stick my dick in a blender, and swear off pussy for the rest of my life in exchange for this. Bro, I met God tonight for real. I feel like I got saved by Jesus. No lie. And then he tweets this into a reply. Oh wait, that's the wrong link. Hang on. Let me get the part 2. There we go. That's the. That's the.
And then they post this.
This must be what it feel like to come with a pussy, because if it's even close, I'm flying to wherever tomorrow and getting the best pussy money can buy. I don't need to be a man no more if it means I can feel like this all the time. Fucking keep it, bro, if I could get this feeling instead. That was God at work or something. Felt like I got saved by Jesus, no lie. For watching the band Fish play at the Las Vegas Sphere.
That's insane. That's a text post savant. That's a text post savant.
Dude, there's so many of these for me. It's like Shaq in 2009 tweeting, I'm at Knott's Berry Farm and my butt's too big for the ride. That's me yelling.
Wait. I need a critical piece of information. Sai, is this the real Drew Carey?
Yes.
No! The guy from Whose Line?
Yep.
No way. The guy from Whose Line tweeting. That's the funniest shit I've seen in my life.
The Kevin Smith tweet. Do you know that one? The cheating on each other with each other tweet.
Dude, Kevin. Yes,
this is from Kevin Smith, the director of Clerks. I linked it in the DMs.
Let's open this one.
10 years in and we both like we're cheating on each other with each other. A decade plus and her clit/brown/taint area still pones my dick.
Insane. Insane. This guy had to see a vision in order to type this. This guy woke up from a vision.
Yeah.
Is DJ Khaled a tech savant but TTS? Oh
yes.
My god. Yes. Yes, without a doubt, yes.
Yeah.
Words are what get this person to become a text post savant.
I got
oh
one
my
God.
God.
One more cornerstone text post for me, and it's
I'm gonna show a couple that are not like super like celebrities made it. I'm gonna show a couple right now. Let's see here.
Oh dude, do you know the guy saying he would strike Timothée Chalamet out in 3 pitches? Have you seen that one?
Yes. I'm at Knott's Berry Farm and my butt's too big to fit in the seats on the ride. That's me yelling. Bro, that's me yelling.
That's me yelling.
That's iconic. That's me yelling is iconic.
Yeah.
All right, I have a bunch. I'm gonna go through some. I saved these images. These are by like no-name people, but they're like incredible.
Yeah, some people are just naturally gifted with the art of the text post.
Here's one that this is the day after that they banned that they made it so likes are not public anymore. Mm-hmm. Someone wrote this. Gone are the days of bookmarking by scouring the like sections of insidious anime icons. From now on, the age of the samurai will only survive those who retweet pornography. It's so good. And there's this one. I'm just gonna speed run through these. Sometimes on campus, you accidentally walk by a business class and the professor's writing like profit equals revenue minus costs on the board, and everyone's taking notes like it's an actual class. There's so much shit. This one, oh my god, this one's the best. Translated from Japanese, 90% of the information on the internet is false, but the erotic pictures are always erotic.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. Do you have any other good ones, Sai? Oh.
You know what?
Oh. Give me your best hits. Now's the time for the best hits. Here's another one. ChatGPT will be pretty good at writing cover letters because cover letters are bullshit and it is hard to write such uncut pap because a sense of shame stops the normal human brain from being good at the task. It's poetry.
Yeah. Dude, there was just one post, I don't have it in front of me, but it was a post that was like, I bet crossing spears with someone to block entry into a location feels so fucking good.
Dude, the people that were like guard posting for a while. Those were so good. You also can't forget this actual, not even ironic, generational post. This one.
Yeah, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you though, or sorry that happened.
Generational
This is like Ben replaced with the guy with the invincible profile picture going, muting this, okay, who give a fuck.
Muting this, okay, who give a fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Titans, these are Titans.
These are Titans. This is a cornerstone post.
This is cornerstone.
Yeah. No further questions, Your Honor.
No further questions. Where do we put them in here? Who is he more important than?
I think they might be up next to the Vibe Preserver.
Ooh. Above text post and smuggler? Yeah, I agree.
They create a vibe.
There's so many.
I would honestly maybe put this in top 2.
Top 2?
Yeah.
More important than who?
I'd say more important than the Vibe Preserver. I don't think anyone is more important than the VC Hachiko.
I can...
Dude, some of these people are the only reasons I still look at Twitter.
I'm gonna be real though. I think Vibe Preserver is more applicable to daily group chat stuff though. Like, you see this guy and you're like, legend, king. But this guy's like, if this guy doesn't exist, your shit crumbles.
Vibe Preserver is the everyday hero.
I need this guy. I need the everyday hero to be above the legend.
Someone in chat explain VC Hachiko real quick. I missed that. They're always there and they're always waiting.
They're the first person that's in VC.
Yeah, even when no one else is in the VC.
Chat, if you feel like it, you can. I'll be down if you put some good ones in my Discord stream submissions. I might show them on stream. The text posts. I mean, we talked you mentioned Sapphire so many text posts before we even got to this. You were just like, every day you think about days like these feel like there's a bird in the classroom.
Yep.
That's a text post savant there. Okay, next up.
Right.
The wealthy patron.
Oh, this could be contentious.
This is a rough one. So this is the guy, I'll give the formal definition, spends untold amounts on their streamer, artist, content creator, etc. on Twitch, Patreon, whatever.
I feel like the wealthy patron is nice, right? Because
yes.
I have a couple wealthy patrons in my chat room for sure.
I also do. Precisely,
but, like,
yes.
I feel like sometimes, this can especially happen to artists. They can become beholden to a wealthy patron who is like a weirdo.
There are cases
or,
like that,
parasocial.
yes. I know a couple friends that are stuck in that situation, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want a wealthy patron to become your crutch. Like, I watched the movie Parasite recently.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be living in somebody's basement banging my head against the buttons as they walk up the stairs so that their lights come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, we need these guys. We need them. They're what make us continue, right? Like, there's so many of them. Well, there's suspiciously a lot of them. And they're just like, why are you giving me more money than anyone else?
Yeah.
Why? And I've always just been like that, but I've been a content creator for so long now that I'm just like, no, it's yeah, you're fine. You are the wealthy patron. That's a type of archetype that you are. And I appreciate you.
Yep.
99% of the time.
Dude. There was a fucking guy, and he might come back one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
His username was the with 2 E's _ true American. And he dropped like a $500 dono in chat one day, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's super generous. And he's like, yeah, I really liked watching these streams. They're sending me to war soon. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
I'm like, okay.
Don't you need that?
I'm like, good luck with your deployments.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
You haven't seen him since? No, he did come back one time. And he was just like, he like typed an emote in chat, and I'm like, dude, where have you been? And he's like, I've been in the military. And then he vanished again.
Alive.
Yeah.
Smile. Oh my god.
Dude, there's also Spiza in my chat, who vanishes for like 4 months every summer because they have a job where they go and plant trees in the Canadian wilderness.
Oh my god, what a noble job.
And they'll put messages in the Discord of like, they're like, oh, I downloaded the D&D VOD so that I could listen to it while I plant 200 trees in a day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I worry about
finding out
big
the lives.
donors because I wonder if they like are using their parents' credit card or like have an addictive tendency or something.
I've worried about the wealthy patrons so many times. If my wealthy patrons are in chat right now, you can literally, like, you can confirm the fact that I've DM'd you personally to ask if everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that. But I think that they're for the very occasional times where they're evil, we mostly need them.
Yeah, it is like oil rig worker type subscriber. They'll like come in every 2 months and drop like huge donos.
Seriously.
Size never DM'd me. You're not a wealthy patron. You're just a hater.
Speaking of wealthy patrons, can we get 20 subs and 500 likes?
Speaking of wealthy
300,
patrons, can we get towards the next sub goal?
Can we hit 1 million subs, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can we hit right now, please? All right. I'm gonna put this guy like. I said I'm putting Costco guys at the bottom.
Yeah.
There's. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next. One topic
Terrence. This is Guy in the VC who only wants to talk about one thing and always steers the conversation back to it.
Ooh, this guy's like the natural enemy of the vibe preserver.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My argument is that this guy is log off, dude.
Ooh. Are they that bad? Like they don't even have any redeemable aspect, like.
As a streamer, this guy is a nightmare. Because they just keep bringing up one thing.
Oh yeah, as a content creator, you don't want that, I guess. Easily.
And they keep steering the conversation back to it. This one guy in my D&D game, pre-game, all he wants to do is talk about his custom Minecraft mods.
This guy is really, really close to the Discord billboard.
Oh, dude. Fucking, I hate when people are like, close. Remember when you streamed blank game? I'm this and it's awesome. Like, I hate you.
This guy's the guy that's in your Discord constantly, not self-promoting, so that's nice.
Skip,
but also
you type normal messages and then once a week you're like, I went O2 at the local again.
That's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's not that's fine. I know people don't care anymore.
This is the guy that I feel like that's dwelling inside of one specific text post channel in your Discord and nowhere else.
Yeah. He's waiting for people to type in like the D&D channel.
Yeah, whatever specific. You made the mistake of like making a Final Fantasy chat.
Yep. And then this guy just hangs out there all day.
And that's not saying anything about my Final Fantasy chat because I like Final Fantasy, so I like everyone that's typing in there. But on the case that you're not interested, I love my Final Fantasy chat. I don't know. I guess log off. Where would I put him?
This is log off. I think it's high up. I think it's close to cringe but free. I think it honestly might be top of log
top
off.
of log off, yeah. Top of log off. Go to a different platform where people want to actually hear about what you're saying right now for the time being.
Exactly.
Next. Oh my god, we're at our last 5, I think?
Yep.
MP4 archive.
Yep, this person has downloaded every meme that has ever made him laugh to 8 redundant hard drives.
Damn.
There are some people who literally always will link you a meme in not as a form of a link to a tweet or a TikTok, but always in a .mp4 format. and they always will take like 3 to 4 minutes to find a specific post, and they're like, hang on, I have this saved somewhere.
These people concern me. They concern me. And the reason they concern me is because I used to halfway, not fully, but halfway be one of these guys. I used to have a fully organized meme subcategory, subfolder directory. And somewhere in early college, I was just like, this is way too much work. And also, I like never look at almost any of these. So I stopped. I still have, I still save the occasional meme, but I agree that, like, I myself look at myself back then and I was like, I would be concerned about myself. I'd be like, why am I saving this? There's no reason. This isn't even that funny. It's just like, it was a chuckle and I saved it.
Yeah, but
Bobber,
the archive exists for when somebody's like, oh, well, what about that one video? And they're like, I have it.
Is this Poco though, chat? Poco, are you... I don't think Poco saves everything. Poco just is an expert at finding them. I don't know.
I'm
but
pretty good
I
at
can ask
finding
him.
them.
Do you have, Sapphire, do you have like a bloodhound in your community?
I do have a couple, yeah. Where I can I have bloodhounds in my community for specific like clips or like posts, and they will like track it down.
Poco,
Vinny is one of them, to be honest. Vinny tracked down literally a list of like everything that I promised my chat I would do and hadn't done yet.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah, I think I put the
only the
MP4
best.
archive in like true neutral because I think that they're not like a curator. I think they literally save everything.
They're good for preservation, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, I put them like, I don't know, here maybe?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
They're hoarders. Except thankfully it doesn't take actual room, so they're not
Yeah.
hurting themselves.
Yeah, exactly. It's only space on a hard drive, so it's not as bad as an
Space
actual
on a hard
hoard.
drive. Emo guy.
Some of you motherfuckers in chat. The guy who only
You-
types in
contempt.
emotes/emojis somehow has an emote for every situation.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna type something in chat right now.
Okay.
And there's a specific type of emo guy. This isn't this isn't all emo guys, but there's a specific type of emo guy where they scientifically have programmed like knowledge in their brain to know exactly when to type this shit to piss you off the most.
Dude.
They have a
Dude.
fucking sip emoji. They have a fucking sip
Dude.
emoji, and they know when to fucking type that fucking emo at the perfect time to make you fucking furious. Hate that. I wish that guy deletes their account.
Dude, I agree, because there's a specific type of emote guy that I hate as well, and it's the guy who goes to like BTTV or 7TV because they think that every joke that they laugh at needs to be represented by an emote.
That's also rough. Oof.
This is log
They-
off, dude, for sure.
This
It's low. It might be delete your account, too, but I don't think it's as bad as the slop poster.
you know what? This is
I think
our
this
list,
guy
and we can do
goes.
whatever we want.
I think he
So
goes
they-
between Discord Billboard and Tech Support Villain.
done, and I'm not even gonna argue that.
Yeah.
I hate this guy. I'm sorry,
They're
chat.
a part of
I
the
know
blob?
this-
Yeah, no, but they're a part of the blob that broke off and is still exhibiting blob-like behavior when they're on their own.
They're not just part of the blob. They're a tumor.
Yeah.
Okay.
like a especially evil bit of the blob broke off.
Look, dude, chat. There's a difference between loving an emo and using it a lot, and person that like they're. I don't know. I don't know how to define it. Maybe Sai can do it better, but they're just like the annoying guy. They're
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
They're annoying as shit. There's a reason Sci-Fi was like trying to hold back a cackle when I was talking about how much the one
Dude,
guy that posted
it was so real.
isn't it? I've had multiple conversations
The
with streamers
responses
and we
lack
all
soul.
agree.
I agree.
Every streamer hates that one fucking guy that posts the
That one
sip
fuck
emote.
ass chatter.
Fuck ass chatter, man. Anyways, good discussion. Next, the historian.
The historian is like the MP4 archive, but like better. The historian, what I wrote for the historian is quotes. Hey, does anyone remember that one video? Break quotes. Yes, I do. I have it right here. Here you go.
Oh, king for that.
Yeah. This
King
might
for
be
that.
cornerstone for me. Is like the people who are like an encyclopedia of like old internet lore. Of like
Oh man.
that just like they just have the clip ready to go. Where you could walk in and you're like, hey, librarian, I'm looking for a clip where fucking my streamer is talking about this and he's playing some like fuck ass game where you like hit zombies with a hammer. And I think he was wearing like a brown jacket and he's like, I got it.
Yeah, you know what? They're better than the glue. We need these guys.
Yeah.
These are the guys that are just like, hey, and half the time
They are sentient internet archives with hyperspeed searches. Yeah.
I would also say that a lot of us have little mini historians inside of us based on whatever hyper niche that we're interested in.
Yeah, this was like
So-
when you made the Night Raid report. This was like the historian had to dig up the records for you.
Yes, Poco went through.
Yeah, Poco
and
was
did
the historian.
impossible. He just was like, I got everything. I got timestamps on this bitch. And I'm like, holy shit. Insane. Historian is incredibly
Dude,
important.
every time I listen to like Northern Lion talking about a TikTok and the link to the TikTok appears in his chat as he's talking about it is crazy.
The librarian is
The
the
librarian
historian.
goes crazy.
Librarian, where would we be without the librarian?
Yeah. So many people would never discover Northern Lion content without the librarian.
I do think though that they're probably on the lowest part of the cornerstone
Yeah, I
social
agree.
life.
I agree. But they're nonetheless vital.
They're
Because
vital. We
the
need them.
historian will also peddle like obscure internet lore. You'll be like, hey, who made the fucking music for the homebrew channel for the Wii? And they're like,
Yes.
here's a fucking 10-minute YouTube video.
There you go. They actually find the answer in this one.
Yeah.
Huge. If you're the historian in chat, shout out. Chat, we only have 2 left. We only have 2 left. Here we go. Rage bait victim. So, this is the person. You know what? Let's do both of them at the same
Yeah,
time. 'cause
I was
think
gonna
know what the
say
other
you
one is.
gotta do both because I'm pretty sure the
Rage
the
baiter.
Rage Baiter. Yep.
So these last 2 we'll do together: the rage baiter and the rage bait victim.
So, yeah, the thing about the rage bait victim, and this is what Bobber wrote here, is like they
Yes.
always engage with rage bait. They literally cannot help themselves from engaging
Yes.
with rage bait.
I have so many friends that I follow, and I'm sorry, I had to mute you. You're just falling for everything, man.
Yeah,
You're angry
dude,
at everyone.
There
You're
are
angry
so
at
many
everything.
tweets that are like fuck ass awful tweets that I would not have seen if a rage bait victim did not reply to them.
Yes, yes. They cause me anguish because they reply to it because I follow them and not the rage baiter.
Yeah. They think they're the noble warrior.
Yeah, Noble Warrior usually only replies to like, oh, this guy's a fuck ass.
Yeah.
But Rage Bait Victim is like, dude, come, like this guy obviously posted this for, like, come on, man. I don't know. I don't know who's worse.
Let me
I
give
don't know who's
you
worse.
my rating.
Go ahead.
Rage baiter, delete
Mm-hmm.
your account. Rage bait victim, cringe but free.
Let me see if I disagree with either. Rage baiter. If rage baiters
Rage
stopped
baiter is like
existing,
right next to homegrown engagement farmer, as far as I'm concerned.
rage baiter is literally the equivalent. If they stopped existing, there would be no such thing as a bad consequence. It would literally only be positive. I agree with rage baiter and delete your account. Rage bait victim. You said cringe but free. For me, the thing that I want to tell them is I want to tell them, dude, log off.
Yeah.
Cause like you're just sitting there getting angry as shit, and you're making other people angry, and you're falling for their trap, which they need you to fall for their trap in order for more people to start arriving and continuing to fall off into their trap. And so
I think
I don't-
rage bait victim might be log off, but it's like for your own good. Because
yeah,
you just keep getting baited. You're biting the rage bait, bro.
and the thing is,
You're giving them what they
maybe
want.
They might be lowest cringe but free because there's a reason why I haven't unfollowed them. I just muted them. I muted them because it's just
No,
like, look,
you're
we're
right.
still friends.
Yeah. I think I would unfollow a one topic Terrence. I would mute replies for a rage bait victim.
Yeah. Yes, I would unfollow all of these in the log off.
Yeah.
These people,
Yeah,
It's-
they're prisoners of their own making.
prisoners. Yeah, they're prisoners.
I think this is a good list.
This is an excellent list. We made art today.
We did make art today.
Chat members, do you want to tell me if there's anything we should reconsider now that we've finished the list? Is there anything that we have placed significantly incorrectly, or anything we should swap, like it's just one, anything we should swap within a row? Or perhaps a type of guy that you shockingly did not see us represent here. Emote guy is too low.
I'll move emote guy to the upper end of log off, dude. But he's still very annoying.
God, he's annoying.
I think emote guy
Oh.
goes right next to 2025 on Tumblr. They're
Above or
equal,
below?
In between him and HoloLive Beta.
Done.
They're equal levels of annoying.
Yes.
None of us included Crypto Bro.
We didn't. But crypto's a very obvious just delete your
Yeah,
account.
that's an obvious delete your account. I don't think I included it because there'd be nothing else to really say.
It would be
other
the
than,
equivalent
like-
of us including the thing that said scammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, yeah, just the worst.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, the tier list is, like, to come up with guys that make interesting conversation, and the prompt is, like, the worst guy you could conceive. So it's like, yeah, there wouldn't
Yeah.
be much discussion that came from that.
Just evil, go to the bottom.
God, what a fucking hellish blunt rotation in delete your account tier.
It's evil down there.
It's
That is
fucking...
the horrible.
Which one was Milk Ape again? Milk Ape was gimmick account RP. This is
Right
Milk
here.
Ape. This is Greg the Sorcerer on Twitter. This is like
Yes.
this is like all those like
Everything.
yeah.
Milk Ape, Donkey Kong Ape, Mario, Luigi, every monster from Monster Hunter.
Yep.
Guy role-playing Jeff Bezos. Only for one quote retweet that's really funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paladin posting.
A lot of the time, the gimmick account RP also shares lifeblood with text post savant.
Yeah.
Vloggers. I feel like we didn't get too deep into like specific types of content
Yeah.
creators.
I mean, we had a lot of
Maybe we
artists,
should have.
but I didn't really go for content creators or like types of like streamers or something like that.
Yeah, at that point, I feel like we're getting so vague. What we could have though, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Diehard brand defender.
What other I don't know if we had any other ideas for like future lists.
Oh,
So I guess I'll open up the suggestions for chat for like future lists of guys.
Console
Because we sort of
warrior.
had like we had like a couple ideas that were like Twitch chatters, social media users, Discord users, and then they sort of got all wrapped up into this list.
We combined Twitch chatter and Discord user and Twitter user into like one.
Into just like social media users. That's why it's like this is the online edition. This is guys you encounter online.
Yes.
Yeah,
Line up the
internet
noble
citizens.
warrior.
Oh yeah, like yeah, move pro hater and noble warrior to be perfectly mirrored. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Excellent. Thank you. Good. It's necessary. This is Internet Sujimon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, who do you guys want us to play Sujimon with next? What's like a kind of ecosystem of people that we can talk about? Oh, we did have one more actually. We had the convention goer / party guy.
People at
Person
a
at a party.
convention. Yeah.
Person at a convention / person at a party. Dag, we could go off on that one.
That's true. That's true. So the first one we did was every type of gamer. And then we did social media user. Yeah, this is a good list. I'm happy with this. This also took like 3.5 hours.
This took long. Yeah,
This was a long discussion of some of these.
I'm very happy. I wanted specifically to find stuff where we both vehemently disagreed so we could go to town.
Yeah, this was fun.
Chat, I will post this screenshot of this into my Discord in case you guys want it. I'll also share it with Sci-Fi.
Yep.
There we go. Here's our tier list. Yeah. Do you have anything? Let's do some self promo, Sci-Fi. You have anything coming up?
I honestly, most of the cool stuff that I had coming up happened already.
I saw you streaming big with like some people doing some kind of campaign. What was that?
Yeah. I got invited to host a D&D one shot for a charity event that Siren put together.
Oh hell yeah!
They got 6 different DMs to run D&D one shots themed after different anime. And I did one off of Gundam, which went very well.
Nice.
Which of these would you say you are shamefully or unabashedly? I would say that I'm a vibe preserver.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also say that I'm a retweetler.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what else? And I fuck with the Costco guys crazy.
Uh-huh. I would say I used to be a vibe preserver, but I'm passive now, not active. Active killed me.
Sometimes I'm less of the vibe preserver and more of the noble warrior.
Yes. Everyone loves being the noble warrior every once in a while.
Yeah.
I try to dabble in text post savant because I think they're like the funniest things ever. I specifically have an alt account that's like just like kind of more personal one that I try to only make like text post savant type tweets. I'm kind of learning. I'm kind of cooking. I have a couple that I think are pretty good.
You were cooking with mice for rodent suffrage.
That one was big. I cannot take that for credit. That was another person in chat that said that. But I try to record any like really killer like quotes that I come up with or people say whenever I hear them.
I am
Recently,
a bit of a
actually,
professional hater towards some chatters.
yes. There's a couple of phrases I've come up with. Actually, okay, here's one that like this might be one of the funniest fucking interactions I've ever had with a friend of mine. I don't know if you saw this, Sci-Fi, but here, read this.
Bro.
This might be one of the funniest DMs I've ever had with someone.
You accepted them, bro. You gotta watch Mickey Mouse Funhouse Season 3, Episode 2. And just leaving them on red is insane work. This is gaslighting. This is This is actual like this is goblin behavior.
It was real.
Oh my god!
Real. I really wanted to watch it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. When he said it's been on my mind, what happens?
God, I'm thinking about Mickey Mouse Funhouse.
Season 3, Episode 2, man. It's real, chat. It's real. Okay. I think the reason I wanted to watch this was because one of the characters that shows up to like educate the children about whatever topic was an Armenian person.
Oh, shit.
They had like an Armenian show up and teach them about Armenian culture. Exactly. I was just like, oh my god, Mickey Mouse Armenian representation. I need to watch it. I never filled him in on that part. I just said
Dude.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
I try my best to do text post savant. I dabble in these two.
Yep.
Actually no, I'm lying, just this one, Smiles. And then I'm not really a sheer shipper. My media tab is perfect. I do not ruin that shit.
You're a bit of a shitpost smuggler. Specifically for Siva Gunner videos.
Yes, there are. I am a shitpost, very niche shitpost smuggler.
Yeah.
And
like just rare videos. Like fucking advice from my Armenian dad.
Oh,
or like
yes.
Stuff like that.
I like to preserve rare videos and make sure that they're not fully forgotten.
Yeah.
But still remain rare.
Yeah, I think you've got a bit of like the historian in you there too.
Yeah, I could see that. I just
like
there's
just
some
ancient
things...
internet lore.
Ancient internet lore, very important. It's very necessary. All right, chat. I think that's it. I also don't have anything coming up. I don't know. I don't have anything to.
I'm about to go do a
Hunter.
sponsor thing that I gotta do because it's the end of the month.
Enjoy your sponsor thing. Chat. I'll see you guys next time when I want to play more Monster Hunter. And if you like Monster Hunter, by the way, join our Discord and be there. I need your help to hunt monsters. I need your help. Anyways, thank you, Cypherai. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
All right, chat. Let's get stuck in. All right. I have a sponsor obligation for a sponsor. And I told you guys in the Discord, all right? Yeah. I was telling you guys in the Discord. Basically, I will give you 1x Tuber Wednesday for sitting through the sponsor. It's a 2-hour sponsor. But we're just gonna hang out and vibe and chat. You don't have to make an account or anything or do anything. There are bonuses that I get if you do, but honestly, they're not that great. I have to set this up, okay?
Welcome to Sci-Fi's channel.
Okay, I need to restart the stream. Thank you for the raid. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick.